Hello. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Deluxe Tux, good to see you. Good evening. Blaholtzen, woo. Oh dear, Maximus says, since Julia changed the tag to art last week, Twitch has kept recommending art streams to me. Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I don't know. Anyone have suggestions of a tag that I should use for art streams? Because I was doing like the Crimson Diamond tag for a while, and then I tried, retro sometimes. Sometimes I do art. So yeah, I don't really know very much about what would be the best one for what I'm doing here. So I'll if I remember when we get to the Let's Play portion with Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, I will try to remember to change the tag to that game. But for the art part, I don't really know what I should be doing. Edenwaith, good to see you. Yes, let the ruthless pixel pushing commence. Indeed. Ronald Dragster, good to see you as well. Hello. Yeah, so today is an art stream. We're going to go back to our bucket, which is going well, I think. I don't think we have much more left to do on the actual bucket. We'll eventually get to the fish, but I don't think we're going to get there yet, because even if we finish with the bucket today, we still have to do like this bit of grass and the shadow and everything. Pixel art enhanced graphics adapter. I don't know if pixel art is a thing. Let me check the category. Let's see if we have pixel art. Pixel art? Oh, pixel artist is a thing. There's pixel artist, pixel art school. Is that a thing? Pixel artist. We can try pixel artist. I don't know if that's like a game or something, because it came up as indie game and hidden objects. So I don't know if that's an accurate tag. Is pixel art? Hold on. I'm just gonna check what pixel artist is. Is that a game? Pixel artist game? Sounds like a game. Okay. Oh, yes, that is a game. Okay, so we're definitely not playing pixel artist. Okay. Pixel. No. Pixel. I don't know if there's just something for pixel that is just for pixels. If anyone finds one that they think I should try, let me know. Enhanced graphics adapter. Enhanced graphics. Nope. Okay, we're gonna stick with art for the time being. Art. Everyone can agree with art. And hopefully that's not a game called art that everyone will think we'll be playing tonight. We are playing the game of art tonight, I guess. Yes. Yes, hopefully, yeah, even with, yes, hopefully Mr. Polycar is keeping busy and keeping out of trouble with work. Yes. Yeah, Dan busy with stuff. So we won't be seeing Dan. Maybe next week with Dan. We'll have to see, though. Yes, hide an object somewhere in the game will be a hidden object game. Okay, and yes, Blaholson says, I think generally Twitch only has very broad categories outside of specific games. Okay. Yeah, so we're not gonna concern ourselves too much with that. Art, we're gonna stick with, unless someone can think of something that is more suitable for what we do here. Foggage Green redeemed show old published artwork. Good to see you, Foggage Green, by the way. And Jim Makes Games. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Good to see you as well. Go Mansama. Good to see you as well. Okay, we're gonna redeem show old published artwork. Let me just take a look to my side and see if there's anything that is easily accessible that I can share. I might have to duck behind my curtain to bring something out. And that's not a problem either. Am I seeing anything right now? I don't see anything in my immediate field of view, but I can just nip around the corner and I will grab something, so one moment. Just a Jeffy, good to see you as well. I'm also getting something for my hair because my hair is getting into my face and I can't deal with it. So while I'm behind the curtain, I'm going to get something to put the hair up a little and get the artwork. I'll be right back. Mustn't trip, mustn't trip. Okay. 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 Yes, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, yes, I fixed the hair, so that's good. And I did bring something to show. Okay, perfect. Yes. Don't mind the lady behind the curtain. Good to see you. Okay, so this piece, this is a book called Drawing Inspiration. Wow, it's not as blurry as that in real life. Visual Artists at Work. Drawing Inspiration is the book. Oh, there we go. The book is called, and it's by Michael Fleischman. And what it is, I'll just read the back here. Drawing Inspiration offers new and thought-provoking insights into the world of drawing and illustration at its best, with a fresh take on topics ranging from how an artist develops creative concepts to the mechanics of line, color, and value. Drawing Inspiration draws together the words and work of some 200 illustrators from around the globe to inspire tomorrow's visual artists today. The author, Michael Fleischman, has been drawing inspiration as a teacher, writer, and visual artist for more years than he can remember. So this book, it's full of all kinds of artwork from a bunch of different artists and talking about the creative process. The picture, okay. Note to Dan, don't forget to fix it. Yeah, Dan's hair is usually impeccable though. So my section here, I've already got it marked here. So this isn't my artwork. Oh, you know what? We're gonna turn off the green screen for a second. We're gonna see the curtain that we have. Okay, so this is where the start of my section. Oh my gosh, incredibly. So this picture here at the bottom was by one of my professors at school, Rick Seelock, and Rick Seelock is very prolific. You might have seen his work before, and it talks about. Let's see here. These are a couple of my pieces. So these three are my pieces. So I got a whole kind of spread thing, I guess. And my teacher is talking about me in this section. Says, just excerpts. I'm not going to read all this, but it just says that what Rick Seelock looks for in his class, he already expects them to be hardworking and intelligent, creative thinkers as well as problem solvers. Okay, etc. And let's see. I don't know if I want to read any of this. Seelock observes that Minamoto went beyond being a creative thinker and talented drawer. She also owned what he considers one of the most important prerequisites needed in becoming a successful illustrator. She had an excellent work ethic, etc. Committed to visual problem solving, wasn't afraid of jumping in and getting her fingers messy. These talks about the graphic nature of posters, etc. So this wasn't paid work. This book was all put together by people who volunteered their work and answered questions about their creative process. And I don't know if this is available anywhere. It's got a whatever that is, so it could be. I don't know. But anyway, so that's one of the things that I've done a while back. And it was nice to be able to contribute to something like that hopefully gives students or whoever's interested in the creative process insight into that. So thank you for the redemption. That is the share for today. I think it's kind of funny that the cover of Drawing Inspiration is these two people asleep in their lazy boys. I think that shows a bit of a sense of humor. Yeah, oh yeah, Go Months. Yeah, so this is work. This was all student work. So when I was in Rick's class in college, this was some of my. So yeah, this one's Get and Eaten. This was a Grapes of Wrath piece. That one there, and then these two. They're kind of bits of a storybook I had started. Like a little Japanese fable storybook kind of thing, and those were all done in silkscreen printing. Yes, yeah, those were my stuff. Grindeslov, good to see you. Happy Crimson Tuesday. I'm going to do a shout out. let's see, shout out Grundislav. Of course, tomorrow, Wild West Wednesday with Grundislav, who is, of course, Francisco Gonzalez, who is developer of Rosewater currently. And I wonder, Grundislav, if you could share with us, if you are indeed streaming tomorrow, what you'll be streaming. And of course, I should also shout out, I should have bots for this, but I don't. At Jim Makes Games, of course. Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna go back here. Yes, yeah, Ma and Pa were bored with the TV show. Perhaps they should have been drawing instead. Wonderful. Okay, yeah, so that's that. Developer update, and then, yeah, we'll do the usual thing we do. So, welcome to Crimson Tuesday. I'm Julia Minamata. I'm making the Crimson Diamond, which is a text parser graphical adventure game set in Canada in the early 1900s. And I'm going to show a trailer to show you what the gameplay looks like. And I've been working on it for a few years. Hopefully it'll come out this year, I don't know. Which leads us to the developer update, which is I finished the first third of Chapter 5. The actual programming and everything. So right now I'm doing the assets for that section of Chapter 5. And that's coming along well. I'm probably halfway through doing the assets for Chapter 5. Because first I have to do the stuff for this section that I'm doing right now. So I'm halfway through section 1 of 3 assets for Chapter 5, if that's straightforward enough for you. But yeah, so some of the stuff, there's some things that in Chapter 5 I have to build back into previous chapters, so I'm going to have to go back and adjust a few things and change a few things that if you play the demo, whatever the new version of the demo comes out, when you play it, you'll maybe see a difference or two, I don't know. Dave, good to see you. Okay, Grindelstuff is indeed streaming. Tomorrow we'll probably be drawing a background, although I might just design a character to change it up. Very nice. Crimson Diamond has cabinetry. Yes, it does have cabinetry. Evil Tentacle, good to see you as well. Yeah, and you're just in time for the trailer, so there is a demo on Steam. The game will be 7 chapters. I am currently working on Chapter 5. And yeah, Chapter 1 is available for play on itch.io and Steam. I will run the trailer now, and then we are going to get right into it. We're going to get right into the bucket for the most of the stream, and then around 10 or 10:30 we might get into Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade EGA version, which I'm happy to report. I know last time we streamed a bit of it, I got stuck because there was that glitch with the Grail Diary. We couldn't open and look at the Grail Diary in-game. Well, fortunately, someone did help me with that and provided me with a version that is in English, that is in EGA, and does work. So I kind of played to that point. And so we won't have lost any time. I've just only lost time just a little bit, but I'm really glad we're not going to have to abandon that Let's Play. On Twitter, I did notice people talking about the EGA version of The Secret of Monkey Island and how gorgeous that game is and what a wonderful job Mark Ferrari did. And it just reminded me of, yeah, we're playing the EGA version of Last Crusade, although of course the much more easily accessible version to buy is the VGA version of Last Crusade, and the same goes for Loom. And how much of a shame I think that is, because those games are really gorgeous, and I really wish that LucasArts made those versions more easily available. Because, you know me, with the EGA. Yes, TCD has many trees. Oh yeah, and the Nightbot, disregard Nightbot, Inspector Waffles, I don't think is on 50% off still yet. I did finish it though, and it's lovely. And, oh yes, and Yan is making a Game Boy and a Game Boy Color version of an Inspector Waffles game. So it's not the same game, it's a completely new game, but you're going to be able to play it on your little Game Boy, which is kind of awesome. No, Edenworth, I did not read a single page of that 60-page manual that comes with the Last Crusade. I'm not reading that cursive. I'm not going to do it. Although we do know Francisco did say that his version of the game comes with a manual that's printed. So someone changed something at some point. I don't know if they went to cursive later or if they started with print or started with cursive or what. We didn't have to. So that's a happy thing. Yes, SGBU, welcome to chat. Yes, EGA is so charming. We do EGA here. My art for my game is in EGA. I've so far played Personal Nightmare. I've played Last Half of Darkness, both EGA games. I want to continue doing Let's Plays of EGA games because they are beautiful. It's my favorite palette of all time. Karasalas agrees. VGA Last Crusade looks so messy. Lots of having colors but not knowing how to use them well, but it was also the mood of the customers at the time too, I feel. Yeah, I mean, I even look at VGA Secret of Monkey Island, and it does look, I mean, they still look good enough, but like the stuff like the Ghost Pirate LeChuck scenes in Secret of Monkey Island and being in those deep blues, there's something really clear and spectral and glowy about them that the VGA just doesn't duplicate. If Edmund Detour is here, he would also agree with that. Oh, Ideavor prefers the VGA Monkey Island. They really kept the EGA aesthetic and it's beautiful. So you like the VGA version because they respected the VGA aesthetic, which I can respect. I can respect that. Eating With, you probably played the EGA version of Monkey Island originally. Newer versions probably are the VGA versions. Yeah, I've only played Secret of Monkey Island in EGA. And it is glorious. Glorious! Oh, especially the close-up shots they have. They actually use a bit of a different style than like the portrait stuff I use. And so we should at some point look into those because they are wonderful. Like the dithering that is used on like the tone areas is beautiful. Glorious. Oh my gosh, Deluxe Talks at several years of school. All my papers were required to be submitted in cursive. Fogus Green asks, are we excited for the new Monkey Island? Yeah, I'm excited for the new Monkey Island. A lot of the old team is on that game now, and that's fantastic. I'm one of the people who's not a hugest fan of the style that they had in that little teaser. Because, you know, I'm going to always want my pixel art. And they're never going to make an EGA, so I knew not to really expect that. So yeah, I would have preferred pixel art myself, but I know that's really not like the fashion, I guess, nowadays for adventure games potentially. I don't know, but that's only my take. And of course, I'm gonna like. I mean, just seeing what we do here, you can understand and anticipate how I would feel about it, I think. Yes, Crosslash, I'm really looking forward to the Last Crusade catacombs. We're going to go into those catacombs tonight because I now have the game working and I'm so looking forward to it. We saw a little bit of the catacombs. Like if you use the metal pole in the wrong spot, like you do get to drop down into it like a little catacomb area, but it's not the whole catacombs. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, the EGA blues are the best. I love it. Oh, Albionium! You Monkey Island EGA for the Atari ST checking in. Very nice. And Maximus played on Amiga halfway between EGA and VGA, which is 32 colors. Goosek PT says, if you're going with EGA, you need to turn the PC speaker sound. The PC speaker music in Monkey Island is actually pretty good. It's shockingly good. But you can still do MIDI music, like Colonel's Bequest in a lot of the Sierra games were using MIDI music at the time. So it's totally okay to go with like something like the Roland MT32, which of course we're using. So yes, Cosmo43, wonderful to see you. Oh no, Twitch ate the URL. Sorry, Crosslash. Yeah, usually my I don't have any kind of restriction on posting links, so I'm not sure what happened. But hopefully, if you can find a way to post it, you can post it again, and there's no waiting. Oh yes, I did see the Last Crusade EGA and VGA comparisons. Yes. David Alexander 82, welcome back. Yes, Evil Tentacle, same here. Like I wish it was pixel art like Thimbleweed Park for Return to Monkey Island, because yeah, it's brilliantly gorgeous and I love it so much. So. Jim Makes Games says Thimbleweed Park was the same studio as the new Monkey Island, and that was pixel art, so I don't know why they couldn't do pixels for Monkey Island as well. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows what why that decision was made? Yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah, that's what, of course, I love. I love pixel art. And Albionium, same, excited about New Monkey Island, also disappointed about no pixels. Hey, I'll buy it. I'll buy it and play it for sure, so. They have my money. Oh, Just a Jeffy says Secret Monkey Island supports a lot of different sound options and they're all excellent. Yeah, of course. Of course we're gonna play it. Okay, so we're gonna move into we're gonna go into Photoshop. So let's do that. Let's do that. Here it is. Okay. Control Alt. Okay, so you should be seeing Photoshop right now. Yell at me if you don't see it, or if the caption stopped working, or anything stopped working. Yes, Albioni, I'm going to buy 100%. We'll buy it twice over to get the classic big box. Yes. Goosegg PT says they did the remastered with those graphics, so maybe it was to continue the visuals for a new generation. Yeah, so like a continuation of a certain style, I guess, for the franchise going forward. Hopefully that'll become a franchise, a new franchise. Okay, so of course this is the animation that we will be recreating. This is the first bucket. I don't think we're going to get to the fish today. But that's what we're starting with. That's our starting point. And here we are. So that's quite a ways from what we started with. And I think what we were doing is I was trying to incorporate some of that, the green and the blue of the shadows into this. Although I am wondering if I made the right decision with that color. That was the right move. I'm glad you like the bucket. Yes, we made a lot of progress, Blaholton, last week. We were really trying to make the bucket a part of its environment. Oh, actually, yeah. That's where that is. Okay, so I don't know if I actually want too much of that on the... I don't know if I want too much of that green here. I'm actually pretty skeptical if I want any of that darker green on there. But I won't say never. And now I'm looking for control right click gives us the layer that hold on. I'm looking for the layer where the dithered green is, or is this actually dithered gray? What's going on here? What have I done? Is it this? Where is this? This is the problem with when you have very poor layer discipline. You just don't... Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so that's what happened. I just completely just did this, which was very bad of me to do. Okay. Will there be a bucket emote? Yes, I completely have just dropped the ball on that. Not a fan of the green, Musmus says. Okay, yeah. So, I'm thinking we're going to try to do some magic. Deluxe Text is feeling the blue and green more today. Yeah, so we're going to... I feel like I don't think it's quite working yet. But I'm willing to work with it a little more. And of course, I'm also willing to completely abandon it, should the need arise. But I want to give it a chance. Because the thing with this is sometimes you just can't tell until you've tried it, if it's going to look good or not. Blistering, dithering, wither and thither and hither. Yes. Wither and thither. Yeah, I might... Actually, what I might have to do is... I might have to go in and give a bit more of that dimension. So let's try some of that, because I'm not 100% convinced myself. But I think maybe an incorporation of some of this darker blue could help. Maybe. But we're going to find out. So this is definitely one of the more challenging close-up scenes, because not only I could get away with a lot more in that close-up of Nancy and her boss in the museum, but this one demands a certain level of like a realism in terms of what the material looks like, and that can be challenging. How is it looking if we zoom out a ton? Good question. Good question. That is always the concern, is what it's going to look like when we zoom out a lot. Yeah, speaking of how hither can be easily misread and misspelled, I still don't know what the reasoning would be in the game Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade for Indiana Jones to pick up a copy of Mein Kampf and think it's interesting, because going from the movie, at least we know that he hates those guys, so I don't know why he would want that book. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's such a weird decision. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. Is the bucket a playable character? The bucket is not a playable character. But, so there are buckets in the game. So there's this bucket, there's a bucket in the closet. There's at least 2 buckets that I can think of in the game, so you definitely won't be lacking for buckets. Yes, Da Vinci, you can paint the Mona Lisa. Have you ever tried a metal bucket? Yeah, I don't know if they had them in his time. I'm sure he would have done a fantastic job. Yes. Will the bucket be used as an impromptu helmet? You can unlock the bucket when you beat the game. Yes. That'll be New Game Plus will be bucket mode or something. We could, Deluxe will have the bucket mode. Yeah, I'm not know how I'm feeling about this. I'm kind of, we're still in that exploration stage of this. 'Cause yeah, let's look back to that. Let us go back to this, the reference. You do kind of wonder, Blaholton says, if the big bright middle spot from the reference looks odd in this different setting. Something has to, I think there has to be some kind of action happening in this bare area. And it might just be a matter of just more gray dither. Maybe finds a bucket in grass. Bucket minigame. Yeah, bucket in grass. Hold on, let's put it onto my face. Hopefully that is my face. Okay, that is my face. Great. Let's look at, I don't know, metal buckets in grass, if we can find such a thing. Metal bucket in grass? Am I the first person to ever look for this? No, not really. Let's see if we can find anything here. None of them are that shiny. They're all like, oh, here's one. But is that the best we're gonna, this one's like a mirror shine. That might be the best we could, ooh. Okay. Zinc bucket. It's actually, that one's super highly reflective. I'll show you what this looks like, but I'm not too crazy about it. Oh, there's this one. Wow, they really take on the color. Okay, I'm gonna take this one, and I will take it back to Photoshop for you. Look at this thing. It's really, 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 really green. Yeah, surprising amount of reference. Yeah, I didn't expect to see that as much reference as that. But yeah, I mean, going from this, it almost feels like there should be a lot of green, and maybe even some indication of the grass shapes. Chameleon, yeah, it's a chameleon bucket. Uh-oh, yeah, I don't know why aren't the links working, because they used to work and I haven't changed anything. I don't know if Twitch has changed something on their end. You prefer my bucket? Yeah, the bucket on on the left has stuff in it. Ooh, okay. Though, what I think is going to happen here okay, I am going to do a few things. No, I didn't want to do that. I am going to, first of all, I'm going to change this to actual color that I should have done in the first place. Okay, first things first, this. Okay. But I'm wondering if I do want to have that dark color in there. It's just, it's very, this is for like a 4-frame animation. Do I want something in there that's going to be, you know, something like that? Perhaps more grass or wildflowers. Sad as just as late in the day. Would that change the way the light reflects? Yes, it probably would. I'm probably not going to think about it too hard. But that actually, at first blush, is not too bad. Yes. Yes, add a rock. Yeah, I was thinking about adding rocks to help with that idea of reflection, because that's what we're going to need. Or I might start with a few blades of grass and see where that takes us. One of the references has a puppy in it. That actually, I don't mind this. I actually quite don't mind that. Like, that actually, that could be a thing. But I'd want to, of course, bring it up to that area here too. Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't. Oh no, I did something wrong. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oops. That's a bit much. Okay, we're gonna have to do this a smarter way. Oh, David Alexander 82, thank you. You have a new appreciation. I appreciate your appreciation, because I think, yeah, people sometimes, if you don't make stuff, it can kind of be easy to forget about how much work can go into things, and it can be really easy. It can be really easy to kind of be really critical about stuff, but there's so many factors, and I've said this before. There's so many factors that go into whether something looks good or it doesn't look good, and it doesn't necessarily just have to do with talent. It has to do with budget. It has to do with time. It's definitely not what I wanted. I'm gonna be bad again. That's just what's gonna happen. Because if you've worked on stuff, you know, creative stuff with budgets, sometimes it's a matter of, well, there's this really cool thing we could do to make this better, but like, we're not working on this anymore because the budget's finished, or we ran out of time. And that happens a lot, and it probably happens more often than not. No. Oops. Yeah, that's better. Well, yes, just indulge me for a moment. I'm gonna do this the bad way that takes more time. Deluxe says, I love these meandering art scenes where Julia tries something wild and it somehow works. The full process is often the stuff doesn't work, you know? Often it doesn't. And that's okay. Oops. That's okay too. They can't all be winners. And that's another thing, is sometimes in doing art stuff or anything really, sometimes you have to take time to explore, and the time taken to explore might not necessarily make it onto the screen. And that could be in anything, right? That could be in a game, that can be in a television show with special effects or anything like that, you know? Like it's like research. It's like you have to do a certain amount of research sometimes. Sometimes you'll get it the first time. Often you won't. And if it just so happens that, you know, you run out of time and you're like, well, I have to have something. And so you have to put the thing into a place where it kind of works, but you know you could have done better. It happens all the time. Oh, just gonna check this. Let's see about this more diffused light. Oh, my Twitter's not being good. Oh, beautiful buckets. Beautiful buckets. That's a glorious bucket. Ooh! Okay, I was just sent some glorious reference. I'm going to get them off of the Twitter on my computer and copy and paste them. But first I'm just going to fill this in because I feel like that could be helpful for me. Yes, Blaholton says, I think the main trick for a shiny bucket with grass reflection is defining the edges with maybe some extra contrast. Yes. More green, yes. More green. Yes. Thank you, yes, thank you, Blaholton. Got the links. I will share them with everybody. They're really good. Exactly. Either way, sometimes you run out of time and money and end up with something rushed. Yeah, yeah, like with the end of something. Like Phantasmagoria 2, you say, which I haven't played actually. But, that's why I think it was Yossi Krosha who advised, I don't know if this is something that's practical in any way, but advised like game developers, if possible, to, when you're designing a game, design the middle and the middle last, and do the beginning and the end first, so that if you run out of time, you still have a good beginning and end. And that's kind of what people are going to remember. But I don't know how feasible that is. It was just kind of like a theory. Okay. Yes, so I'm going to fill this in a little bit, and then I'm going to share some of this lovely reference. And yes, I think what will help is having a reflection to share. Okay, so let me just go to my face real quick. Don't worry, this won't be long. I'm going to just grab a couple of references. And yeah, I think it's really helpful. And I think what we're going to probably do, even though I'm not completely sold on the bucket yet as it is, we're going to try to incorporate some visual elements that are outside of the bucket that can then reflect better on the bucket. Oh, cool. That's really cool. Deluxe Tech says, I gave a negative review to a pixel art indie point and click not too long ago, and I agonized over doing it. Recently, the dev has reached out, though, and has apparently made improvements based on my suggestions. That's really nice. Because I think as long as, you know, the review is constructive criticism, I think that can be super helpful. And it's really nice that the developer did reach out and wants to sort of change a few things, maybe. That's really, I think that's another really huge part of the creative process that can be overlooked, is this, you know, you kind of have to be a little bit open-minded. Of course, it's always a balance between, hold on, I'm not there yet, give me a second. There's always a balance between having your own vision and not wanting to compromise that, or, you know, being very clear about what you want. But there's also, of course, you know, you can't see everything, and it's really important to be able to sort of see like the big picture, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay, so we have a couple beautiful pictures here. So here's another beautiful, glorious, a glorious bucket in grass. Just beautiful. And here we've got another one. This one is, I think, really appealing to me. Like, look how green this is. I think it can really be difficult to see how much green is in something unless you just take an eyedropper to it. But yeah, it's kind of amazing how much that reflects in its surroundings. Yeah, Jim makes seems if an idea doesn't work out, it's not really wasted time if you learned from it. And daring to try is a valuable skill. Yeah, I agree, Bill Holtzen. Yeah, eating with, yeah, sometimes you go far, far down the rabbit hole. You might find what you're looking for, and sometimes you don't, but you will learn much along the way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and Eden says, from what I've heard, the original planned end for Phantasmagoria 2 was going to be more in-depth, but the project was running out of time and money, so making do with what is left. Yeah, and I also, yeah, I mean, I totally understand that too. But yeah, on the zoom out, that's looking pretty good, but I think what I want to do is the outside lit parts, I'm going to want to emphasize those more because they're kind of not standing out that much. So I might... Right. I might make these lit parts, I might make these parts green. So let's try that and see what happens with that. Crosslot says, I think Mario 1 and God of War 1 were similar to the first stage late in development. Oh, interesting. And early last helps with putting a strong foot forward and a good grasp of game mechanics, but it also assumes you have a schedule to do it too. Huh. Yeah, and middle last, cross last says, middle last means you can always cut things that aren't the start climax to make the same horrible deadlines. Yay, Joe is here for you, good to see you. Yes, it is bucket time. Yeah, these buckets assume a lot of green, and I guess mine has a fair bit of green. So, because it is on the ground. Oh, don't sample all layers, just sample this layer. Okay. Because, yeah, like, stuff takes on the colors around it a lot more than I sometimes remember. Yeah, and it is shiny but not chrome. So it wouldn't be, like, crazy. Again, we're only working with so many colors here, though, too, so... Yeah, no, just to Jeffy, you're right. Inspector Waffles is not still on sale. And, yeah, I've kind of messed that up a bit. Jim makes games. Have a great night. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I forgot. When I was doing my stream prep today, I forgot to update my Nightbots link. Yeah, I think that's looking better without that. And, yeah, let's actually go in. Oh, yeah, I forgot to add... that green in here to this bottom area. Of course, now I'm looking for that layer I just did with all that green. Wait. And I think I do like this amount of green that's in here right now. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here really quick and just paint this in, and then I'm gonna start looking into incorporating some of like the grass and stuff just after I do a little bit of this. Just a Jeffrey says, Inspector Waffles is already added to my giant backlog of shame. I finished playing it. It's a really awesome, adorable game. It's really sweet. And I mentioned earlier in the stream that the developer is working on a Game Boy Color and a original Game Boy version. So I guess it's going to play in either Game Boy Color or just a regular Game Boy. An Inspector Waffles game, which is kind of exciting. So I've dug my Game Boys out, and I'm gonna just make sure they still work. Okay, so let's go into grass. So like luckily these have grass in them, as it happens. So we're gonna do some grass. Speaking of portables, Jeffy, did you order the Playdate? I should actually do a fun show of the Playdate in comparison to my Game Boy Advance SP. Okay, so grass. So grass is not gonna, considering the size of this bucket and looking at the grass width here of these blades, it's not gonna just be a single. It's not going to just be a single pixel width. Group 2 for Playdate. Yeah, Dave Boy, you loved GBA. I do love a Game Boy. In fact, maybe at 9:15 or so, I'll show you some of the Game Boys that I have. Because I do really love. I love that system. That's the only. I didn't have a console, but I've always had Game Boys growing up. I should actually pull out the games I have too. That might be fun. Eating Wraith says, I love some of the hardware reveals of the Playdate, comparing it to various other consoles and a banana. Yes, I saw the little video, the little stop motion animation. It was super cute. Yeah. Deluxe Talk spent many lovely days with my Game Boy Advance. I just adored Metroid Fusion. I loved Super Mario 2, the coin one. I love the Wario games, like the ones that was like Super Mario games but with Wario. I love those ones a lot. We see point and click or point and crank games on the Playdate. I can't say anything about the games that are going to be in Season 1, unfortunately. Let's do some of this grass stuff. But I would love to make an adventure game for the Playdate. I want to figure out how that works. Evil Tentacle only had PC as a kid, played Pokemon on PC via Chinese emulator. Holy cow. Did you figure out how to do that yourself, or did you have like an older sibling who helped figure that out? Because I have... It's amazing what kids can figure out if they're... if they are adequately motivated and resourceful. Yes, Eden With, in the Playdate announced, Lucas Pope is working on something for the Playdate. That was mentioned in that. So that's really exciting. Because I do love Obra Dinn. I didn't play Papers, Please, but really, really amazing game dev, of course. And the guy who made Katamari Damacy also is designing a game for it too. So there's a lot to be excited about. Yes, go on some. You love the Wario Land games. I love the Wario Land games. Yeah, deluxe text. Imagine being someone who sat down one day and just made Oberdin. I know. Uh, it's too good. It's too good. I'm so happy that that kind of stuff exists, so people can just have this vision and make it happen. So so I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on. I'll show you what I'm planning here. Yeah, so the grass is definitely. That's definitely. So what I'm gonna do is. How am I gonna do this? Gray. Gray. That's true. Karasala's kids are crafty, got determination, and a lot of time to do things. Yes, and the 3D 1-bit graphics, the fact, like how Lucas Pope was able to kind of figure out how to do that, that took a long time. that amount of like programming expertise, I don't even know. Okay, Evil Tentacle says, my brother's Chinese friend gave him the emulator, but you had to go through the menus in Chinese to get it to run. Was always scared I'd forget the right things to select in the menu. Oh my gosh. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Dave Boy says, Papers, Please was too good at what it was trying to do, in my opinion. It was just miserable to play, as I guess it should have been. This perfectly captures what it would be like to live and work in a soulless bureaucracy kind of thing. Yeah, Blaholton says, I really want to see more people experiment with 1-bit dithered 3D. Yeah, I really like the look of it. So good. Goemon Summon says, I love how the second Wario Land they did away with deaths and made Wario have reaction to enemies that could transform him. It was cleverly designed. I don't remember that. I do remember like he would just lose money or something, like he wouldn't die at some point. Deluxe text. I learned to read some Japanese text because of untranslated menus. Yeah, I've heard that story from on podcasts with people who love Japanese role playing games. Like before they were localized, they would figure out how to read, what they needed for like potion and attack and stuff like that. It's really inspiring. Wario Land 2 and 3 non-deaths is ingenious. Yeah, I love those games. I love them. But I should go in and see what I have. It's not really a reflection, is it? I don't know if I was going to do it if it was a reflection. Yeah, Blahotan, I really like it's funny because you got Wario, Luigi. I actually really love Waluigi myself, so I really would love to see him in his own game too. I wonder if I should make these kind of shaded. Oops. My best use, even it says, of being able to read Japanese is so I can read some Japanese music magazines, so I have to stick to the photos and guitar tabs. It's, yeah, you learn as much as you need to do what you want kind of thing, Okay, Goemon-sama said, yeah, most enemies he would just lose coins, but there were some that would set him on fire, get stung by a bee, swell up like a balloon, or even one made him drunk in the Japanese version. Yeah, I don't know, Dave, if I want to look up Waluigi's taco stand either. I did like, yeah, I liked the emphasis of greed in the Wario games, and treasure. It's very much in keeping with his character, and it was perfect. It made perfect sense. Okay, it's a Mario 64 ROM hack. Okay, Waluigi's Taco Stand is a ROM hack. Yeah, I'm quite a fan of Waluigi. Eating White says this Waluigi working at Torchy's Tacos. I don't know. Is that like a? Is there a Nintendo character called Torchy? Torchy? Oh, Goemon, tell me you like the green and blue grass so far. Yeah, I don't know how far I'm gonna take this. It's all exploration. It's all on one layer, so it's low risk. Sakana Cow, good to see you. Excuse me. Just... And I'm wondering about incorporating some of that dark blue into it as well, because that the shadow side is quite dark, so we might need some of that. Oh, there's a real restaurant called Torchy's Tacos. Gotcha. Yes, Inspector Waffles I don't think is 50% off, but it's totally worth it at full price. I'm pretty sure I paid full price. So this one is going to be a dark blue dithering pass that I'm going to experiment with. I started playing the Telwinium, which is on Itch.io, and Dave Lloyd did that one. And I'm liking it quite a lot. It's gorgeous. I'm a little stuck in it right now, but I just got started. Ah, just a Jeffy says, I wish stores like GOG or Steam had a give developer a $2 option like Uber Eats does for restaurants. Yeah, Itch.io is great because it will totally let you do that. So for instance, with the Telwinium Chronicles, I think it's free, but of course you can give money to support the developer. And Telwinium it's a point-and-click game, but it is EGA, so... Yeah, where they get 100% of it, yeah. Dual names! Yes, this is... Welcome back to Crimson Tuesday. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing the thing. Ooh, you know, I kind of like that. That color is really appealing for this. Ooh. You've missed the live things. Yeah, we're still with the bucket. The bucket is with us. We are with the bucket. I'm trying to figure out what colors I'll be using for this, because I actually really like the blue. That's kind of nice. Oh, cool. So Dave War says Telwinium was a big inspiration for Perilous Wild. I was like, oh hey, if you can do that, I bet I can. Oh yes, and Dual Names, congratulations on the AGS awards. Oh, and I'm glad you like the bucket reflections. Yeah, we're working on this outside part, which is a little tough, but I really like this weird color that I'm getting right now. There's something about that. There's something about this that I'm really like. It's probably not going to be this though. But I just want to see what this looks like. No, that's not it. That's not it. I think it was on the green area that I liked it. Oops. Oh, Dual Names asked, is the dithering done manually? I actually have some layer masks, so that's what I'm using right now for this. But there's something about those two colors together that I'm really enjoying. Oops. I'm probably not going to stick with it, but I think that's really pretty. It's too dark. It's too dark, but I really like it. Oh, thanks, Dual Names. These earrings, they are lapis lazuli and kind of gold-plated brass. And I like them because they're like super bold, and I do like bold jewelry, but bold jewelry can be expensive, but this stuff was not too bad. This is from a jewelry line called Autumn in Hands, and they're based in London, England. And the first time I have two pairs of earrings from them. And the first pair is a pair that I bought when I was actually in London for Adventure X in 2019. I went to the Victoria and Albert Museum, and there was this gorgeous pair of earrings in the gift shop at the Victoria and Albert Museum that was by this company. I'd never heard from them before, about them before. And then I bought them as a souvenir of my time at Adventure X, and so that's what I like to think about when I'm wearing them and when I look at them. When I look at them every day. And this pair of earrings, actually I lie, I have 3 pairs of earrings from this company. This pair I bought for as a gift to myself, I think, a couple of years, was it last year or the year before? But yeah, I'm a fan of the bold jewelry. These ones were called Erte, was the model, and they were called that because Erte was a Art Deco artist, and these are very Art Deco looking, which that's why I kind of love them. I really like this blue on this bucket, and I just don't know how to do this and how to incorporate it. Yeah, this is a mess. This stuff is always a mess with me. I just want to see what this looks like. I love this color so much, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But I want it in here. I'm kind of getting lost in it. I just really enjoy it. Oh, wait. It's the green that I need. Oops. the green. Oh. I need... There it is. Okay. Something about this I'm really liking. Oh, Ottoman. Yes, Ottoman. As in Ottoman Empire, Deovor. Ottoman hands. Goemon-sama asks if you played the Midnight Scenes games. They were in the Ukraine bundle. I enjoyed them quite a bit. Basically a little point-and-click Twilight Zone episodes. I haven't. I did buy the Ukraine bundle, so I do have those games, and that's good to know that you have a recommendation there. Oh, Octavi, yeah. So Octavi Navarro, yes. He did. I played his game, The Last Dinner or The Last Supper or something. I really like little games. Oh. Okay, I really like the blue, but I don't know how to blend it. Probably work it into the grass. Yeah, I think we'll do some of this in the grass. If it's not, even if it's just a vignette it. Yes. Yes, dual names. Yeah, you're also quite excited for Monkey Island. Yes, can I tell you about Loom? Yeah, yeah, I think a lot of people are very excited for that Monkey Island. There's something about this color. There just is. And now I'm getting really bad with my layer. Oh. There's something about this color that is really working for me right now in these areas. I think it works. I think I just need to kind of blend it in or something. So this is just done by hand to blend a little bit. Oh, this is here. Right. Oh, and you might be getting a Steam Deck. Awesome. Yeah, I actually don't. I would not turn one down if one was offered to me, but I don't know. It's a cool thing, and I'm gonna be curious how other people feel about it. But I don't know. Like I tend to, when I play PC games, I want to play it on a PC. Yeah, but there's definitely something happening here that I'm liking. This is all that exploration stuff. Well. Valve only took 5 months, but they might ship you one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, for sure, Deluxe Tech. I'm sure that could have been a business decision. I wonder. So, I guess Devolver must have purchased the rights to make games or the license, or I don't know how that stuff works in games. I like it, except this part in here, that stuff's not blending so well for me. I think I'm gonna need to put stuff underneath. So this part might have to be the green altogether. Oh, wait. This is a mess. This is a mess. Oh. It might be too much of the green. It's too much of the green? Something has to go there. Mm-hmm. Oh, dual names. You think you could make thimbleweed with a tenth of the budget? Well, I guess if you don't make the engine, that's probably gonna save some money. Another thing about the Telwinium Chronicles is I think, yeah, like Dave Lloyd used some kind of Unity plugin or something, which is kind of cool. Oh, Blaholtz, you know someone who has one and loves it. The Steam Deck. See, now this is just me doing this by hand because I'm being incredibly sloppy right now. Yes, PowerQuest plugin. Davor. Oh my gosh, Davor, you're gonna start coding a PowerQuest plugin, like a parser for it. So, Davor, do you have PowerQuest? You have PowerQuest experience? I can't remember who's using what. That's fantastic, though. I love when people have make these tools just available. That's a weird color combination that's not anywhere else. I do like it though, but I'm going to use it more sparingly, I think. I like it in some of these areas here where there's kind of like these two colors meet each other. I might use it there more. But first let me just patch this up real quick. This is all that exploration that happens. You noticed when I was showing the limited run games Monkey Island portraits and the Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator stuff, that yeah, the layers are all kind of representing different versions of stuff. And so sometimes I'll go back and I'll go back to a previous version if something stops working. Because a lot of it's just I gotta see. I don't know until I've tried. Okay, Dave, well, you said I've done as much PowerQuest as Adventure Game Studio, which is to say about a game jam's worth. Okay, but yeah, you're somewhat familiar. Okay. That border makes it a very interesting color. Really, really, really interesting. It's a really compelling color combination that just completely draws the eye, but I think it will look good at the border between the dark green and the dark blue. But I need to test it. Must test. But first I need to just fix this area because it's just a gap. Yeah. It is like a lot like cross stitching. Okay. Tap2GG, evening. Good to see you. Oh, Evil Tentacle says, a few weeks ago I was googling staircases for photo references. Found the reference used for the Thimbleweed Mansion staircase was fun to recognize. Yeah, I love spiral staircases. Are lovely. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to repair some of this, and then I'm going to see if I cannot incorporate those two. Where that weird tone is being created here, I think is really nice. I'm going to work on that a little bit, see where it takes me. It's funny how it's a metal bucket, but most of it is blue and green, which does make sense. Okay. Nope. Wrong thing. Wrong color. No, wait. It was the right color. Just, it's this border here. It's too eye-catching. It's too eye-catching. I can't... Okay. I'm just gonna... I want to use that color somewhere. I just don't know where yet. I'll have to think about it. Oops. Yes. Yeah, the relative color, yeah, that's the thing is yeah, the relative color is gonna really affect the what looks good next to what. Like those, the dark blue and the dark green are just too strong when you put them close to each other that it immediately draws the eye. And I want to use that somewhere, but I just don't know where. It could be. We did try it in the dark gray areas in this. We did try it in the dark gray areas, but I almost want to try it again. Okay, I'm going to try it one more time. Like I haven't learned my lesson. We're going to try it one more time. We're going to try... These parts are going to be green, but then on the dark blue is going to be on top, and we're going to just see what that looks like. They said experimentation thing. We were going to learn something, one way or the other. It might not work. Yes, there's always another layer to try again. Exactly, Sacknow Cow. Jim Matt asks, what if the darker green is a bit more cyan, slightly mimicking the shadow? The darker green. Yes. That's a very good thing to explore, and especially because the inside of the bucket has cyan and the outside right now doesn't. So good to see you, by the way. Welcome back. Thank you so much. This is amazing regardless. Yeah, that's actually a really good note to try to explore another layer, another exploration. I'm totally into trying that. So don't worry, but this is an ugly intermediate. This is an ugly intermediate that is not gonna be the thing. I promise. Just don't mind it now. Don't mind it now. Okay, this. We're gonna take this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna stick that here. Erasmus, it kind of looks like a toy bucket. The grays were giving it maturity. It was a mature bucket. Yeah, well, I guess the bright red is kind of the orange. But I do want to try the incorporation of the cyan into the outside of this bucket. We might have gone too far, but you know, there's always another layer. The grays are called wisdom pixels. Okay. I like the idea of trying... Yeah, let's try that. So, let's take the dark cyan. Let's do a quick new thing here. Sample all layers. Okay. And it might even not even be a matter of completely replacing anything, but it could be... We're really going to town now. It could be like the border color between those two. We're getting completely lost in this, and I'm kind of having a ball. Yes. Have we gone too far? Have we gone too far? EGA lends itself to Phobos, and here, if we just delicately feather away some of that border, this is ridiculous. You like that light sign blending between the darker blue and the green? Yeah, I gotta say, I'm kind of a fan of it. I don't know how necessary. It's just beautiful. I like it for beauty's sake, and also it helps to marry the outside and the inside of the bucket better. So it does have that going for it. Yeah, evil tentacle. I love those emojis. Yeah, this is rainbows. This is the rainbow. Because you could always strategically place something gray in front of the bucket to reflect. We could do that. We could do that. But yeah, this, I'll take away that. Is that too... Is the shadow of that rim... Is the shadow of the rim just too much? Is it just too much? Do we prefer it just the gray? It's actually growing on you, Mousimus. Less dark blue on the right. Yeah. In fact, we can bring more of the cyan into those areas. This is why this takes forever. Hold on. What I'll do is I will. It's okay. As long as we're having fun, right? As long as we're having fun. The game will come out eventually, right? Anyone here knows why this game took forever? You like the darker shading on the rim eating away. Okay, so let's replace. So we can just have the blue, or we can have the green underneath. Is the green underneath just too out of control? I guess is my question. Yeah, behind my curtain, Igor is summoning lightning bolts. Just that? Light blue in between for a full rainbow. Are we going full rainbow? Oh shit. Looking at our bucket references, this one would have me believe the green underneath is the best, but I'm kind of on the fence. Yeah, Joey's here for you. Advanced bucket tech is common culprit of extended dev time. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of meetings about this. Light blue between. Okay. So the light blue would actually go on the far edge. So what we can really go nuts with this, because that looks to be where this is going. We can, first of all, we need to get rid of some of that. Some of this is going to have to be cleaned up some, but we can try going full rainbow. Certainly not anything wrong with that. The light cyan here. I guess it wouldn't be the leading edge, would it? Value-wise, it's pretty close. Yeah, this would make it chrome, I think, if we were to do something like that. I'm not saying no. You do like the cyan edge, Blaholton? Yeah, I'll do a blend of it. I'm not saying no. I'm saying yes to everything, because yeah, you can always pull it back. kind of break it up a little bit. Just do some of that. I'll fix some of this weird dithering that's going on in there. Edge is good. It's metallic, so you can get away with it. Oh my god. What have you guys done? This is, I actually might put some on the other side. It's truly gotten away from us. And I can't say if that's a good thing or a bad thing. All I can ask is, yeah, when this game inevitably is delayed, you guys all just nod understanding and defend me. Because you know what? You're part of the problem. I can say that. This is not just me. Okay? I'm not taking all the blame for this. It's very silly. It was the bucket's will. If we're gonna, this is where you start saying, well, if there's cyan on that leading edge, there has to be more cyan on this edge, and then maybe we want a bit of cyan on the other side, just a touch, and then it's 5 months later. It's completely overboard. Yeah, the green around it just, yeah, we'll do this, actually. I think that's a good point, Maximus. We need to add some stuff into this environment, because right now there is no context for this bucket. I mean, I did a little bit of the grass, but not much. Yes, exactly. Joe is here for you. Crimson Diamond Wikipedia article will have a subheading under the development section of the bucket. Yes. The bucket has precedence. Dan, step aside. Yes, and there's a Royal Canadian Museum section. Yeah, it's beautiful, but yeah, let's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the forest scene that this is kind of in. So here it is. So this is the bucket in its context. And why is it blurry? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, so this is the scene. There's the bucket. The bucket will change in this scene because of all the updates we've made to bucket. Oh, thank you for trying to be helpful, Photoshop. I didn't want that. Okay, so there it goes again. I know I can turn that off somewhere, and I will eventually. This is where we are, and this is where the bucket is. So I can also. I'm not against adding stuff back into this scene if we need to. So like if I want to put a rock near this bucket because we want to, I'm totally fine with that. Yes, the Crimson Bucket, the Crimson Diamond, a Dithered Bucket adventure. Yes, the official Crimson Diamond units of time measurement are buckets and the museum. Joe's here for you, thank you. Joe's here for you says, I'm going to make it my intent to drop everything and play this when it's out. I'll stream it and all. Nice. Thank you. The bucket will change. Yeah, if we look at the bucket from behind tree on the left, a bit of dirt sticks. Okay. Yes. We're gonna do... Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Okay. We're gonna, give the grass a little bit of texture. We're gonna use some browns. We can get some browns in here. We're gonna get some gravelly bits. In fact, the buckets we currently have do have a little bit of dirt and smudgy things. Put like a beautiful ladybug somewhere. I don't know. No, we're not gonna go too overboard. I say that now. Okay. So the first order of business is we were gonna, you know, put some other stuff for this thing to be near. So we had that tree over there. So realistically, we could have. I could put the bucket closer to the tree and have the foot of the tree part of this. Joe's here for you. All jokes aside, the bucket does look truly fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Yes, exactly. You know what? I'm gonna have to update the bucket in the scene, in the fisherman scene. No question about it. No question about it. Yeah, we changed quite a bit about it. So yes. And the grass definitely should be wild. So we do have some wild grass happening here. And so the difficulty is how to show that, because right now it's just green. And so my initial thought is going to be, I guess using the blue, because it is a bright sunny day, and we're gonna want the shadows in a bright sunny day would be blue. Yeah, Blahos, I'm thinking about, either I can move the tree closer to the bucket or move the bucket closer to the tree. That is fully within my power to do either of those things. So that might be a nice thing to explore, where we can have, if I'm doing the tree, then it would be, you know, we would have some indication of the roots here. But also we got to take into account the angle. So, oh, Fractal Mind Mike, good to see you. Welcome. I'm gonna give you a shout out, of course, as well, Fractal Mind Mike. Wonderful streamer, Fractal Mind Mike. Yes, good to see you. Yes, fresh eyes. How are you feeling about this bucket? This ridiculous bucket. I've been goaded into adding more colors into it. This is going to be challenging because it is from above. So how am I going to do the... Just don't even worry about it yet. We're gonna... The bucket looks amazing. Actually, I really like it. It's going to be on screen for what, 3 seconds? Exactly, Fractal Mind Mike. Exactly. And therein lies the madness that we are all engaged in collectively. Yeah, it's going to be on screen for like a few seconds at most. Yep. That's what we're doing. That's what today is. That is what today is. That's what weeks have been. We're gonna do the thing, because I guess what I'm saying is there's only so many tricks up the sleeve of an adventure game. So the art is a big part of the draw. And that's not a pun. So why don't we just start working in a little bit of just what we're going to try to do with this. This tree root. I need tree root. What is the thing? I need reference. Yes. Oh my gosh. Ian Wade says, so much blood, sweat, and pixels for such a short time. Perhaps some pixels should be made. Prints should be made of the bucket in the museum. Perhaps. No, I did it by accident, Just Jeffy. The pun was totally by accident. I would never do one intentionally. But yeah, I'm just gonna work in a bit of ground here. Yeah, and I am giving people what they want. I know that the bucket is a big draw here, so we're gonna really just belabor the point. Actually, wait a second. The tree kind of does this more. Yeah, bucket postcards. Yeah, bucket postcards. I could definitely do bucket postcards. Blahotz and Bleeds aren't warming up to puns. And Blahotz and certain Julie has approved of at least 5 puns in the past couple months. I might be weakening. Oh. Eden Way says, perhaps it is like King's Quest 2015, where old Graham keeps telling his grandkids puns until they start appreciating them. I know that adventure game community really likes the puns. Maybe I am softening toward them. So let's see. What I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to add some rocks. This is all, of course, very... Well, can we put a... It would be weird to put a rock in front, so I think I need to put a rock in behind, but it's not gonna... It's really not gonna... Oh, there is a rock back there, so I can definitely... Maybe I can put a rock there, but it's not really going to really figure into the composition, unless I do like little rocks that you wouldn't see from the far away one. Yeah, I think you might be getting it better at puns. That's another thing, Blaholson. The threshold is very high. But you guys are making it more often. Not enough bucket puns? Yes, Jim, yeah, aren't they there to make the player groan in the first place? They're always really bad but enjoyable. I guess, yeah, that's the sign of a good pun, is if the person groans and rolls their eyes. So in that case, yeah, my reaction to puns is pretty, you know, unexpected, I guess. So we can put maybe little rocks. Oop. You know, here and there. Little rocks, just little rocks. Look, little rocks places. Like, you already liking the contest of the background? Yeah, I think so. This is extremely preliminary. Like that tree root is just a disaster. Yes, all the players get trading cards. Yes, Joe's here for you says, I know it's been discussed here, but I feel like you gotta play Loom on here at some point. It's really one of the most beautiful EGA games. But you understand the bucket comes first. Well, I am playing Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade right now, EGA, but after that, there's no reason why I can't play Loom EGA, if I can find a copy that works. Yeah, the brown is helping. I think the brown is definitely going to be helpful. We're going to add some, you know, some like little wildflowers maybe. I think one of these had some kind of clover. One of the buckets had clover, so we could do stuff like this. Actually, that's a really nice one to stay on. Tap2GG has a quick question. I've been thinking of working on a game as a side hobby. I've heard Adventure Game Studio is pretty friendly. Where should I go for stable distribution? Yeah, the Adventure Game Studio, if you just Google Adventure Game Studio, like, you'll find the site and they'll have like the latest build of it and everything. Like, it's very well maintained still. So yeah, that should be no problem. Yes, put a copy of the bucket in the shed and have a close-up. Just the same bucket. Every bucket I have in the game will have a close-up, but it will be just this bucket with just a different background. And Nancy will say there's something about this bucket that I can't stop staring at or something. There's something compelling me. I know I can't use it, but... And I think, yeah, maybe there should be partially rocks in here. So this is, the answer to, why does the art in the intro look the way it does is because I do start it like this. I just kind of make it very... I use a very big brush to do this, usually. The bucket is never an inventory item, Joe, is here for you. No, none of the buckets in the game. I think there's this bucket, there's a bucket in the closet. I think that's the only two. No, you never, I don't think there's any reason you don't get to carry one, I don't think. Although maybe I'll need to change that in the game. But no, there's no planned puzzle where there's a bucket that you need at all. At all. It's a vanity bucket. Yeah, same bucket with palette swaps. Well, yeah, the bucket in the closet, so the bucket in the closet would have like a mop in it, and like you could see the floorboards, and then this bucket is this bucket, but they look exactly the same. Maybe the lighting will be different because maybe some of these greens will be replaced by browns or something. That'll be the only thing. Okay, so let's even do some wild, beautiful little, like little clover, maybe. So we can do... The thing is yeah, because right now the current look is very green, I can't really put anything that would be that green in here without it looking bizarre. But we can put like little clover here. Oh. And then this is the other color. Some flowers here and there. And, one over here. So this one will be, of course, a different color. Put one in there. Just flowers. Yes, no buckets were harmed in the making of this digital illustration. Yeah, eating with maybe the mop will have a small plaque with the name Roger Wilco. It could be like a Wilco Brown mop or something, I guess. Is this ridiculous? Is this like just way too silly of a thing? It's fine. And then what you do is you make like little ones over here. You go, oh, it's the same little type of flower, but just over here, they're little. That's probably too much of a jump. Hold on. That's too small. It's little depth, little flowers. Here, and then there's like a big one over here. I don't know. It could be like a big one. Or something. Find a pie pan to pan for gold. Oh, that's true. They look bad right now. Don't worry about it. Everything. Very silly. Small bush. Yeah, exactly. I said the word silly. I think at the same time as you did. They look a little silly. Yeah, I will have to sell them better. They're not selling themselves right now, I don't think. But yeah, a shrub. Maybe a shrub. I don't know if I can just invent a shrub. And fewer flowers. They just they're a bit much. I accept that. I accept that. These ones. There. Oops. And yeah, there's no shrubs in the shot. I was thinking, actually, for the cattails, I was almost thinking that could work as, like the vignette. Maybe we can do some, like, black silhouette, partial silhouette cattails in the front. Kind of to marry it to this shot. We could easily, you know, have a couple giant hot dogs, you know, here. And if we really wanted to, we could rim light them. Kind of thing. And that would help to create that frame that I had before that I don't know if I'll have again. So that's definitely, yeah, that's definitely something I was considering. Oh, thank you, Balton. You like the shape of the... Yeah, we could easily do that here. And we don't want to put them too high, though, because they are still on the... But we can... Yeah, that's something we can definitely look into as a potential solution to a vignette. And, like I said, we could rim light those. So what we could do is, see, this is all exploration. We could, yeah, oop. Here, 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 and you can put some of the brown here if you want, and also some of that texture. We could do, oh, there's no shortage. This is why this takes forever. There's no shortage of stuff you could potentially do. Like so, we could do. Also, we could get even more in there, and we could do that secondary color where we've got the blue. Just as the inside here, whatever. Here, and then the red would be here on the inside because it would be artfully lit or something. Yeah, I don't use the, there's shortcuts you can program into the stylus, and I haven't gotten used to them yet. Something like, you know, vaguely something like this. Or, you know, like I said, we can just make them completely silhouette. Or that you know, the rim lights might be calling too much attention, so we could keep it this way. Or just make it a lot thinner, right? So we could easily... And even make it the darker colors too, right? So we could easily, oh sorry, the top would be the dark cyan. Like so, and then we could do just the thinnest of, just to pick it out from the other elements. So there's a lot of options. Yeah, the silhouettes are a definite Sierra approach, and I wouldn't just do 2 and 2 as a compositional like thing people talk about is we kind of want like an uneven number, so I would put like a small one down here maybe. Like that. And that would probably do. Yeah. Something like that, you know? And yeah, the grass itself is going to be a bit of an issue because like I want there to see blades of grass, so we haven't even really truly explored that. Because a lot of, you know, the grass, I don't think I want to use the bright green to pick out the shapes of the grass either. I think it might not draw attention. We can try. So my idea is like the middle, the green that we have right now would be the color of the grass, but my wondering is, should I use a dark gray or a dark blue to define the grass by a shadow? Or should I use the lighter green to define the lit area of the grass? That's kind of what I'm thinking about now. Sklo1, good to see you. Welcome back. The cattails look really close to the bucket. Make the bucket look big. Huge. Yeah, it's an artistic interpretation. Or we could make them smaller. I'm totally up for either. Or we could even move them down. Because maybe they're too tall for where they are. So we can, you know, do that. Or make them smaller. Like I said, totally up for consideration. But yeah, right now what I'll try to do is I'm going to try to make the lit part of the grass the lighter green, although my instinct would be to use the darker color. Yeah, exactly. Mouse Miss, I need to try both. Yeah, I think, yeah, I moved them down a bit. That kind of is helping, because yeah, otherwise... Also, there's no reason we can't move the bucket up as well. So, these are all options we can explore. There's an infinity of options. That's why the game has been pushed back its release date like 2 or 3 times. I don't know. Yeah, it isn't a bucket. Don't spend too much time on it. Oh, Jim Matt says this is a Newfoundland song called Squid Jigging Ground. Amazing. Amazing that you can tell, first of all, and amazing that you know the song called Squid Jigging Ground. Do they eat squid in Newfoundland, I wonder? You don't agree about the cattails looking close to the bucket, Blaholtzen? Oh, so they do. Awesome. Because I for some reason, like, I only think of people eating squid in like Greece or like Japan, and I know that can't be right. So that's kind of cool. Oh yeah. Also, yeah, compositionally, it gives the rest of the thing more room to breathe. Oh, for sure. Like, yeah, just as Jeffy, if we were gonna go for realism and like what would actually work, yeah, it definitely would. We wouldn't see them. I think Newfoundland diet is heavy with seafood, just a guess. Yeah, cattails can be pretty tall, but yeah, I mean this is kind of more up for interpretation, I would say. But yeah, let's try some grass defined by the lit areas, and we already have kind of a start for that. So it's kind of a difficult. It's kind of almost like drawing in relief. I could even do both to show what that would look like. Actually, I should probably just select only the green. Okay. So it'd be a matter of like you see most of it and then the rest of it kind of falls off. And the grass actually would be much taller. Like looking at the relative height of the grass in these pictures, and also this is not a place that is like grazed that much. So it's not a matter of that either. It should be taller and it should be wilder. So we have to keep that in mind when we get closer to the bucket. Xander King, good to see you. Welcome back. Oh, good. I'm glad you're liking how the bucket looks. Yeah, this is extremely. This is all very extremely. Work in progress, for sure. Ooh, this has to go in front. Oh, where's the? Oh, the rock is not being selected. Okay, I gotta just go over the rock. Yeah, Ziana King, you should force the player to stay on the screen for 10 minutes. Yeah, I should have some sort of like tile sliding puzzle in the upper left corner, and you can't leave the screen until you solve the puzzle for no reason at all. Yeah, pixel hunting, or just have two very similar looking buckets and say, okay, you gotta find all the differences between these two or something. Yes, the tile sliding puzzle is the fish. Yeah. Yes, have the fisherman doing like a long monologue in this section. Just talking to himself about how he can't wait to, cook up that fish for dinner and stuff, and how it felt a little heavier than he was expecting. No, it's gonna be talking to himself, talking to the fish. It's definitely just gonna be like a one and done, you guys. It's gonna be great, but that's the nature of this stuff. Like, you think of all those beautiful Studio Ghibli movies and those gorgeous painted backgrounds, and how you never see any one of those for more than 3 seconds, and you're like, oh. That's gotta be tough. He needs Sturbold Cinch. Welcome back. Yeah, he should be humming Nova Scotia. That's right. There should be like a karaoke section, like in the start of Freddy Farkas with the bouncing ball. The sun was setting in the west, and the birds were singing on. I don't know the words to it. We could do that. Yeah, I'm reminiscing about some memory of catching a similar fish when he was still young, and what a beautiful day it is, and the best bucket he's ever had. Yes, the intro art is pretty indulgent. Now, Fractal Mud Monkey, like the yeah, I'm like the composition so far too. Yeah, Goemon-sama, there's a greenhouse shot at the start of Kiki's delivery service that is gorgeous on screen for about a second. Yeah, like, it's like, oh, do you see? Oh, it's gone. And then the problem is, if you watch that stuff on something like Netflix, they darken the scene when you pause, so you can't even appreciate it more because they darken the screen, and it's super annoying. Terrible. Ooh, Deluxe Tux out this incredible article last week highlighting background art from old Warner Brothers cartoons, minus the characters. Yes, Jim Matt says, what if there were 2 levels of grass color, darker green and a mid-green, to gradually lead from the cattails to the bucket? Darker green and a darker green. Oh, went for a walk, Evil Tentacle? Welcome back. It would be 2 levels, darker green and mid-green, gradually from the cattails to the bucket. We only have the 2 greens. But the thing is, what's great about this palette is there's always dithering, first of all. And second of all, we can make the blues act like greens, too. Oh, that's an Insta account. Oh, nice. Yeah, cross/slash pause screen and UI. Yeah, they think they're being helpful, but like I just want to pause the screen and look at the wonderful painted background that the talented artist had worked so hard on. But no, you can just tell me what movie I'm watching again in case I've forgotten. Yes, but we will be exploring doing having a bit of shadow underneath the grass, and also maybe doing some creative dithering to give a bit of even more of a stronger lead into the bucket. Yes, blues like greens, exactly, Jim Matt. That's we really take full advantage of the contextual use of color in a limited palette like this, because for instance, the trees in my game are blue. They are, because the grass is green. But your brain just thinks it's a tree and it's got green leaves, and that's that. And certainly it's not the case, but that's kind of part of the magic. But of course, if there was blue in the river, even if there was green in the river, your brain would think that the river was still blue. So yeah, that's a whole thing. And that's part of what I love so much about it. Oh, at Looney Tunes backgrounds. Ah. Ooh, okay. Oh, Design Trust. Okay, I'm going to open this in a separate tab so I can go back to it later. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I just see the first one. I love stuff like this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you for that link so much. Oops. Oh no. Hold on. I lost my own chat. There it is. Goemon-sama, I highly recommend the book The Noble Approach. It chronicles all of Looney Tunes layout artist Maurice Noble's principles for design. It's meant for film and animation, but applies to all visual art, I think. That is so cool. Yeah, it's all those, like those little backgrounds that, not even little, like these beautiful backgrounds that we don't see. And, I want to be able to enjoy them, because there's so much to learn from them, but we sometimes don't get the chance if we're just watching something. It's so funny. So I think I mentioned to you guys I'm reading those two Miyazaki books. One was called Starting Point and one was called Turning Point. And Miyazaki's actually really against people watching stuff repeatedly, because he thinks that the experience of watching a film should be like a one and done, and you kind of have to, you're left wondering what you just experienced. And that's what he wants. Not people to watch the stuff dozens and dozens of times until you're kind of watching it, you're not paying attention. He wants that experience of watching something to be like a wrapped and magical experience that you can't recapture. But of course, clearly, Studio Ghibli movies are sold on DVD and on Blu-rays and things. So he's not getting his way, and I don't think he ever would. But that's how he feels about it, and that's why. There's at the Studio Ghibli Museum, which I have not been to, but I must go to eventually, that they have some shorts, Studio Ghibli shorts, that are only shown in the theater and nowhere else, which is wonderful. That he got his way just a little bit, because he couldn't get his way with the actual movies. Yes, exactly. Too bad, Miyazaki. Exactly, Bill Holtz. I also agree. I don't think watching something more than once takes away from that experience. He's got a lot of interesting opinions of stuff, for sure. Oh wow, Goemon-sama. So the book is out of print, huh? The Noble Approach. Yeah. That kind of stuff does kind of scare me sometimes in terms of books, because stuff like the Junji Ito books that I have a certain editions of it, and I was looking for Tomie. No, I was looking for Tomie, and the only ones I could find on Amazon were for 2 or 3 times the price of the retail. But I was lucky that I was able to actually order it through like the Beguiling in Toronto, which is a comic book store in Toronto, and I was able to get it for the list price. because I don't know if they're printing them anymore. And it kind of was like, oh, I kind of want all my Junji Ito to match on the shelf. And that's the same way I feel with my Alan Moore Swamp Things. Is I go to a discount bookstore called BMV in downtown Toronto, and so I was getting like the Swamp Things, Alan Moore Swamp Things, for pretty cheap. And I have all of them except for number 5 now, but I can get number 5, but I only want to get it if I can get it in the same edition, which is kind of, I know that's ridiculous, but I want them all to match. Yeah, spoilers would ruin an experience. But he says, he doesn't, he hears these stories about, parents showing their kids his movies like dozens of times, and he's like, I wish they wouldn't do that because it just ruins the magic or something, but, But the good thing about the internet is that if there's some books that you're looking for out of print and they're not that rare or desirable, you can sometimes find them for not too bad of a price. And I've been amazed by stuff I've been able to find, actually. In fact, why don't I do an impromptu show and tell? Hold on. And I will turn off the filter. Okay, so this book, this is a series of books that I enjoyed a lot when I was a kid. So this says Monsters of Mythology, and this one's Hecate. And you can see by the binding, I don't know, it's kind of not doing a thing. It's not focusing. It's a library bound book. So when I first found these books, I encountered them, I'm trying to make it so that you're not seeing the ring light. I encountered these first in my local public library, and they had a bunch of them. And when I was a kid, this is kind of what kicked off my interest in Greek mythology. These books are really, really, really good. These are written. Yeah, your library also had these. Are okay, fantastic. Because so they are. You look at this, and so of course. It's a series of like little stories and stuff to do with Hecate, and you can see the print is very big. It looks like it's like a picture book for kids, but what I love most about these books is that instead of using illustration, they use Bernard Evelyn has decided to use like actual pieces of classical art, so paintings. And murals and like even stuff that's kind of really like more abstract to talk about certain parts of the book. So everything here is just, here's one here, look. There's a Picasso for the Cannibal Gods. And so as a kid this blew my mind because it wasn't a literal interpretation of the story that was being told. Some of it was, but some of it was more abstract than that. So this was the caption says Hades was appointed king of the dead and given the vast gloomy hollow of the underneath as his domain. And so that's a particular, and who knows if that's even supposed to depict Hades, but so it kind of really. For me, getting exposed to such a broad range of art and sculpture in a mythology book, and the actual writing is also really excellent too in these, because he writes them in a very compelling and personal way. That I actually took a Greek mythology class in university, and it was so much drier, and I was a bit disappointed because. The stories were so much drier than what I had enjoyed and what had made it so compelling to me when I was a kid. So that book I got for maybe $10 or something. But yeah, it's from when I was a kid, and just It's on thriftbooks.com, I think, and so there's a bunch of them that are really reasonably priced, and I eventually want to collect them because I just love reading them, and they had a huge impact on me growing up and my exposure to all different kinds of art from all different ages, like from the ancient Greek stuff to like more abstract impressionistic stuff. So, and Deluxe Text, I'm so glad that you like those books as well. And Bernard Evslin, you can still find some of his books in print. Hold on, I'll write his name. It's kind of a weird spelling, like not seen much. Bernard Evslin. So the books would have to do more with the books had more to do with the say the Medusa. He had Procrustes. He had the Minotaur. So each book kind of focused on the different myths associated with that monster, and he also had ones about Greek gods as well and goddesses. Dual names. I'm Greek. You're welcome. Yeah, I love. I think a lot of people start off, especially people who are into like fantasy and stuff, who like do have a strong interest when they were kids in Greek mythology. We've only been in decadence the last 20 centuries, but we're bound to catch up any moment now. Okay, but I did want to share that because it's fun to have access to stuff like this, and if you've ever thought, oh, there's a book I really loved as a kid, but I just don't know where it is, like if you know the name of it or the author, chances are you could find like a thrift copy somewhere online, probably not for that expensive. Like it's probably not going to be $360. You might be able to find it for like $5, and then you will have it back with you, and it's wonderful. Okay. So it's good to take a bit of a brain break from the bucket. Here we are back. And I did find, like the choices for the art in those mythology books, like they really did make my little brain think and see that it could be a symbolic, a metaphoric representation, even though of course at that time you don't have any idea about those things, but you do feel them, and that type of thing does make an impact, I think. And I'm going to gradually make this less dense as I go, and make this stock smaller, and also like get in there with a bit of shadow. But by the time we get to here, I'm probably gonna start dithering to the back to show depth. But El Capitan West, welcome back. Turning your art stream to be background while I also draw for my game. I love hearing that. I love hearing that people do work when they're here, Want to share anything about your game, El Capitan West? I also like your name. It's great. Speaking of, I haven't been watching Picard, but I heard that the third season they're going to bring back a lot of the cast. I only watched. Did I watch any of Picard? I watched some of the first season, I think. Did I finish the first season? I don't remember. I didn't like it. But we don't have to talk about that. Deluxe Talk says, growing up in Philadelphia, there was always a portion of American history I just took for granted. Makes me wonder what it's like learning ancient Greek history in the spot where it happened. That's another place I need to get to, is Greece. And Rome. Stillbroodson says, pretty much everyone but Will Wheaton is back for that next season of Picard. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, Mouse is frantically rewatching TNG. Now before it disappears from Netflix. So, oh, they're getting rid of TNG off of Netflix, Mousimus? Oh, El Capitan West, it's a kind of retro point-and-click game called The Jersey Devil. I've been calling it retro visual novel. Okay, I'm gonna... Do I have paper near me? Jersey Devil. Jesse Jeffy says, I'm up to date on Picard episodes. The show is not blowing away, but I still kind of like it. Xeander King defers to Red Letter Media. So Dual Name says, if you're learning about ancient Greek history in the spot where it happened, it's like reading the greatest thing of all time. And then watching Transformers 3 happen instead. Oh, Blaholt, I'm glad. Yeah, so you looked away and you came back. I'm glad we took that little break for me to show a book. And I have no shortage of books, so maybe that can be another thing we do, is I can just... When I need an eye break, I can just show a piece, like a noteworthy book that I'd like to share with you guys. We can definitely explore that too. I'm trying to like fade this off, but I don't think I'm doing too good of a job. More books? Okay, good idea. So I should add that. I'm never going to remember. If if I feel like I need an eye break, and if I remember, I will try to add that as a point redemption. But yeah, I've got a lot of books I'm really proud of and happy with, and I love sharing them too. So it's definitely like a vice. Wow, dual names. Wow, a famous Greek politician who killed himself said that it's best we destroy the Acropole, the Parthenon, because we are no longer worthy of it, and it's only making us believe we are successors to its great builders. Yeah, I wonder sometimes, because I mean, living in Canada, of course, it's a very young country, so we don't have the benefit of a lot of those great works. Like some place like Egypt, same thing, right? And Rome and Greece and all these places. So yeah, I think in a way, I guess it's a good thing to be a young country, because you kind of, I mean, every country has baggage, of course, we don't need to get into that, but just looking back at that greatness and wondering what went wrong, I guess. Jesse Jeffries, I keep looking for more of those Usborne books that you shared. Yeah, I think I mentioned when I went to London, I looked for more of those, but I couldn't find any. And I think they have them sold as in omnibus form, like a bunch of them put together. So I think I'll eventually order something like that. But yeah, those books are huge for me, like a huge inspiration, and I would love to own more of those. El Capitan West, the most recent book I've read was some Junji Ito comics. The most recent book I finished was Tomie by Junji Ito. And I liked it a lot. I liked it more than Gyo, but I still think I liked Uzumaki best. But Tomie was like kind of disturbing for other reasons, not just, it was like weirdly like a weird psychological thing too. It was pretty disturbing. But of course, that's kind of par for the course. Albionium, I'm glad you think the bucket looks amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna try to incorporate it more with some of the stuff I'm adding in. Yeah, dual names. Yeah, that whole idea of like falling behind and stuff. Yeah, I totally. I can't imagine, because like I said, like Canada, like our country's like what is it, like 200 years old now? I don't even know. So there's not that same feeling of comparison, Yeah, Yeah, like yeah, most of the buildings in North America might only be at best be 400 years old. Yeah, like yeah, most of the stuff I would say in Canada is probably at most 300 even. Yeah. No, El Capitan West. I have not read Venus in the Blind Spot. Who is that author? I do want to eventually get more Junji Ito, like his anthology stuff. Oh, you know, I also have his cat diary manga, which is really adorable. And I don't know how if you feel the same way, El Capitan West, but I feel like there's like a weird humor going through a lot of the Junji Ito stuff, even stuff like Tomie Uzumaki. Like it's I don't know. Does that say something about me? But sometimes it's kind of like weirdly funny, like weirdly darkly funny. Okay, Junji Ito story. Okay, cool. Okay, either way says according to Wikipedia, Canada will be 155 years old on July 1st. See, I don't even know. Like I said, what 200 years old? You know, not to say that my game is not based on like Canadian history, so I should have more of a handle on that. But it's fine. It's fine. Yes, Captain West. He's surprisingly funny for how disturbing his comics are. Like "This Is My Hole" is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, that is that is that is what I was thinking of. And yeah, it's kind of it's become like a meme. Yeah, dual names like with all the religion stuff. Like I don't really get into it because I just have no background whatsoever with that stuff, so I feel completely unqualified to discuss it. Yes, okay. Yeah, Jesse Jeffrey makes a good point. Canada will be 150 years old, but Indigenous history in this country is much, much older. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. Yeah, and also in the states, same goes for the states, like 1,000 plus year old indigenous like structures or buildings or areas, you know, that type of a thing. Oh wow! Go Summer recently have been reading Lynn Ward's Madman's Drum, a wordless novel told with woodcuts. Dover has an affordable softcover edition. That's lovely. I really I love any type of like printmaking like that. Woodcuts, litho, silkscreen printing, of course, is another one. I don't want to do more of these blades of grass, but I want to go back in and start adding some shadow to the front part and then making it less of a contrast in the back. Because right now I'm just doing that awful thing that you should never do, which is trying to just draw individual blades of grass because it's ridiculous. Yeah, a lot of countries have that, like, oh, like, what, how, in terms of history, yeah, like, there's the country, which becomes formally a country at a certain date, but, like, there's so much that happens before that. Oh, German Expressionism, go on somewhere. I'm a fan of German Expressionism as well. Dürer. What's his name again? I can't remember Dürer's. He did Woodcut. What's Dürer's first name? It's not Frederick. That was my first guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the cave stuff, Pueblos, and caves at Mesa Verde. Stop me from drawing these blades of grass. It's ridiculous. I should stop. It's not doing me any good now. Albrecht. Albrecht Dürer. Yes, thank you. I was like, Friedrich? Albrecht Dürer. Yeah, I like his woodcuts quite a bit. I gotta say. I like the intensity of that type of work. And also, like, it's like a limited palette, right? You got black and white. And the lighting's dramatic. It's fun stuff. Alright. See, I can see that I kind of, the way I'm going, I need to put some of this grass on the lip here, and I don't want to do that. Albrecht Dürer. Yeah, I liked his work. I think that's who I'm thinking of who did the woodblock stuff. Stuff's incredible. Ah, Whitman, Deluxe Tux. You over here reciting Walt Whitman with all these leaves of grass. Whitman is your sister's favorite? Yeah, the Whitman, Walden. Did Walt Whitman did Walden? Did he do Walden? Because I did add a little Walden in the Crimson Diamond. Because I felt that it was period appropriate and thematically appropriate. Not that I've read bits of Walden, like I haven't read all of it. Okay, Whitman did not. Walden is Thoreau. Thank you. Henry David Thoreau. Thank you. Chat. Okay. Yes, Thoreau. I think that's how that's spelled. No, you're right. You guys are good for, like, helping me remember stuff. I guess it would be too much of a alliteration for Walt Whitman to have written Walden. Okay, it's 10:30. That means we are going to move into Last Crusade. Last Crusade. But I am very pleased with look at all the progress we got done today. It's fantastic. I didn't get to work more on the shadow here in this background, but I think it's a good start. And just let me dump this into my Google Drive so that I have that. Yes, replace. Why don't we just enjoy? Let's take a second to enjoy. You love alliteration, the whole time. I do like it. It's because it's a fun challenge. Language stuff is a fun challenge. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever tried the whole trying to talk without using the letter E in the words that you're saying. That one's fun. Thank you guys. Yay. So yeah, here we can make it look real small. How small can we make it? Whoa, my gosh, Photoshop. Easier in Swedish to avoid the letter E, Blaholson? I am a good work guy. Let's try not saying E. Kinda tough. Look how small! Oh my gosh, Photoshop, you're adorable. Look how tiny you can make it. Does it still hold up? Oh, well, you have 3 extra vowels, Blaholson? You don't want to? Can you? No, we don't have to do it. It just. That pale looks good. It is kind of tough. Oh no, yeah, you just Jeff, you'd be like if you were to transcribe the conversation, just not using any words with the letter E in it. Yeah, what happens when you draw on it like this? It's like here's my brush. Did it even do anything? It did! It actually made a line, but look how weird it is. It's kind of doing a weird thing. Yeah. Yeah, let's flip it horizontally. I'm not afraid. Where are all my tools? Oh, wait. Okay, there it is. Okay. Yeah, let's flip it horizontally. It's fine. The scratch discs are full? What? Okay. We don't have to take no for an answer. Let's just... here's a ping of it, okay? We're going to save this as a ping. Bucket ping. Why are my scratch discs full? There we go. Here it is flipped. Oh no, it's terrible since scratch discs got you the other day. It should... I don't know why it's doing that. There should be no problem. But here it is flipped. So clearly, yeah, there's a lot of... it's not centered for sure. So that we're going to have to deal with the other side of this and all sorts of things. There's plenty to go. Don't you worry. There's plenty of bucket left in... whatever the saying would be. There's plenty of bucket left to go. Photoshop running for too long. You went into a deletion marathon yesterday? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you had 80 gigs tied up in old Photoshop temp files, Dribbled Stitch? Whew. What is that brings you joy from playing Dr. Indiana in Indiana Finds a Cup? Yes, you're telling me, yeah, the bucket needs more of a role. I think looking at it flipped, I definitely the handle has to cast a shadow on the bucket. It's not doing that yet. We'll figure it out. It's all good. Okay, back to me face view and shutting off Photoshop for the night. Huh. Looks like the bucket's looking to the horizon filled with hope. Once it's flipped. Yeah, I'm going to look at that Looney Tunes backwards. I've got it on a separate tab. Thank you. I love stuff like that. Okay. So, yes, we have in store for... Oh, yeah, I'm going to remind myself. I'm going to go Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade tag. Jones, The Last Crusade, the graphic adventure we're doing. We're going to turn this music off. We're going to turn the desktop audio down because the music is actually pretty loud. I've had it open this entire time. Maybe that's what was filling the scratch disk. Yes, bucket emote, I know. We need to finish the bucket and then I will miniaturize that bucket. The actual one. We will use that bucket. So there. Yes. Okay, so this is wonderful because you can see I kind of went back and I played it up to this point and you can see I have the Grail. So the Grail Diary, it's weird because in my version, the version that wasn't working, Grail Diary was in like lowercase and it wasn't capitalized. But I got all our stuff, Book of Maps, the Red Cord and the Metal Post, etc. Okay, so this is what's supposed to happen when you do this. So you're supposed to open Grail Diary, and then you're supposed to see this. So that's what we were missing from last time. You can upload emotes in 2K and Twitch will downsample them. Yeah, El Capitan West, this game has a Twitch tag. The Crimson Diamond has a Twitch tag. I don't know how this stuff works. The diary is readable now, yes. Yes, this looks correct. So yes, I mentioned at the top of the stream that some very kind person sent me the EGA of Last Crusade 1 that works. Only problem is, and one of the reasons why I've prepped this for you guys ahead of time so much, is this one is not cracked. So I needed to consult the manual. And it's not the Grail Diary manual, it's actually a different manual that's got blue type printed and then a red type overprint, so you have to kind of look carefully and see the proper glyphs you need to choose. But anyway, here we are. Yeah, it was a bad copy of the game. So we've got a good copy now. No particular care. Okay, so this is the particular stained glass window we need. It's got a cup, sword, angels. If you would enter, follow the third on the right. Okay. So this looks like to be that one. So let's see, look. Looks just like the picture in the diary. So here we are. So the third on the right is what we said, right? If ye want to enter, etc. Third on the right. Third on the right. So we're going to look at the right plaque. Okay, third on the right is 5. So the 5 is what we're going to want, I think. So let's use oh, not the cordon. Use metal post on the 5. Slab 5. Yeah, it's going to solve. I can read the diary now. So thankfully someone did give me a nice copy of this that works. Yeah, exactly. I don't have a piece of red transparent plastic, so I just used Photoshop to like put like a red transparent layer on top of the... Yeah. Exactly. Much better. Yes. We have music too, which is kind of nice. Although it doesn't sound like anything John Williams ever made. Catacombs. That's fine. Yes, EGA Blue. Oh no, don't tell me this is going to be a maze. I'm not mentally prepared for a maze. Ta-da! Oh, don't say that. Don't say maze! You said the M word. No, you're kidding, right? Okay. Let us take an opportunity to enjoy this. Glorious room. Okay, yeah, look at the light blue on these skulls. But then each of these are picked out with even less of the light blue. Same goes over here. These ones don't have any. They're very dark. It's wonderful. It's glorious. Look at the way the shadow is being cast here from here. Okay, so let's do the what is. What is whole? What is tunnel? Tunnel. Don't tell me that it's a maze. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared now. Oh, this is the music when the rats show up. Oh, very good. Okay. Oh, it's... Okay, so Jim Matt says this is totally the Catacombs music. Yes, Edenwith, I have a Catacombs map. The VG version is a lot more gray, but blue tinged are quite interesting and creative. I love this type of nighttime. So I'm going to actually open up the Grail diary just to see if that hasn't... No, nothing pertinent, but we do have the Book of Maps. Deep beneath the city lies the path to the tomb. What? Open. Do I not even know how to look at a book properly? What am I supposed to do here? That's it? There's a map in the physical diary. Oh, okay. Am I supposed to be able to look at this other page? This is the map. Okay, so this... No. Okay, so... There's no "you are here" on this. I like the wearing and the age are on the sides of the page. Okay, yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to take a picture with my phone. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have 3 exits. Okay, so good. You guys are good. This is good. Very helpful. Okay. This is something I'm not good at in real life either, so okay. Fine. But let's, there's no other... We can't look at these skulls? Okay, so we started from on high. There's 3 exits. So we need to find a room in this picture with 3 exits. That's what I'm hearing? They're all on one side. Okay, so I see a room... I see a room on here that kind of could fill that, but there's more than one that could. Yeah, who here has a sense of direction? You can constantly hug the wall on one side. Okay, so why don't we do that? Oh, what? Oh my gosh. Oh, Oh, okay. Look at this. Okay, so now I'm getting the idea. Okay. Okay, but I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything in here. Okay, no, I didn't. So, okay, no, this makes sense because I actually see that shape here. This is so adorable. Just, yeah, meander between the interaction rooms. Okay, so. Oh, whoops, I keep doing that. You can see I'm not good at this already. Okay. Tiny chibi, and look at him. Well, I guess it's kind of like an overhead view. Look how cute. Look how cute he is. Okay, that's the same room. Okay. Good, Julia. Good, Julia. Just keep doing that. Okay. This is... Okay, so that's the same room? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I like the little eyes on here too. Okay. I don't mind this maze because it's not like a first-person maze, which are usually a disaster. This is cute though. Oh no, come back, little guy, over here. Follow me. Oh, that's a dead end. Okay, so that's that dead end. Okay, see the dead end. Okay. This is not bad. This is really not bad. I can totally get this. Ooh. Well, oh, there's recently an entire adventure game based entirely around mazes. Ooh. So let's do a what is. So yeah, someone on Twitter kind of helped me with the what is thing. Apparently, like, there is a way to do this. Do the what is. That's kind of nice. Ooh, there's an... Oh, look, this guy has a little hook arm. But yeah, so if you go to what is arm, if I click on it, it goes to walk to. Right? And then if I go look, it becomes look arm. So it's actually a lot more streamlined if you get the flow, which I just already forgot what that said. It's an old part, so pick up old parts hook, I suppose. Pick up arm. These skeletons are really well done, first of all. I will save. Hook hand from bony man. Bony guy. Bonnie guy. There's a bit of a lag when I'm typing, and that's why I miss certain letters. Okay. Oh, it's called Labyrinth City Pierre the Maze Detective. Oh my gosh, so Deluxe Tux, I have a book from Pierre Maze Detective. That is a series of gorgeous illustrated books. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to show that. I'll be right back. Behind the curtain again. I'll be right back. Okay. Yay, more books. Okay. Yes, this screen looks amazing, first of all. Those skeletons are a work of art. They are a true work of art. Okay. So Pierre Maze Detective is a series of books. Albionium, I think Mark Ferrari had a hand in this. I'd have to double check, and I'm hopefully the chat brain trust could help with this. But this is a book. Actually, I got to turn off the. Let me turn off the chroma key. So this is a book I found. I didn't know anything about the series. It's a book I found in London. London has so many gorgeous bookstores. And when I was there for Adventure X, I went to this bookstore and I found Pierre the Maze Detective: The Mystery of the Empire Maze Tower. So it's kind of Where's Waldo, but it's got more goals. So see at the bottom, there's like your goals, like you have to find a certain number of things or find certain people. It's really, 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 really pretty. So here's the opening leaf of it too. So world famous Empire Maze Tower. And yeah, it's like I haven't even gone through this all yet. Oh wow. Speaking of libraries. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous book. So it's really great to hear. And I think I saw something on Twitter about that game. So I need to check it out. That's what I need to do. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's a series of books, and it's by Hiro Kamigaki. It's like a Japanese, written by Chihiro Maruyama, translated by Emi Sakamiya. So they're like Japanese books, I think, but they got translated and published here. Yeah. Why is this not closing properly? What's going on here? It's like bowed. I gotta store that better. Okay, but yes. Yeah, exactly. Is this an inspiration or ripoff of Where's Waldo? I can see that it could be, but I think they added more like mechanics to it, and the art's better than Where's Waldo. Yeah, I love this type of book. It's a kind of book like you could give to kids, and they could be busy with it for quite some time. And there's a bunch of them, so I had a hard time picking which one I wanted. Yeah. Where's Wally in London? You could use a loop. Yes. Yeah, book show and tell makes me feel like a kid in the library again. Yeah. Oh, good. There's a trailer for the game. I'm going to open that in a tab, but I'm not going to. I'll have to look at it later. Thank you. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Like I do. Yeah, I think they're probably inspired by Where's Waldo, but better. Okay, back to our guy. Back to our guy. This wonderfulness. Really, really beautiful. Although it's kind of funny, I guess, having a lot of skulls and just skulls. I don't know. I kind of wish there were more skeletons, but I guess they kind of are hard to make. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my picture. Okay, so I probably should have gone through the same exit. Okay, so this I went through before, right? This way to go. Yeah, this is the dead end I went to first, right? Yes, it is. Okay, good. So just wanted to keep track. Oh yeah, so here's this. So I'm gonna go back up here again, but then I'm gonna go the other way. Oh, actually, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go this way, and then go this way. Or is there a way this way that I haven't gone? Or is this the way back? I think that's the way back. I'm sure I can miss something here, and I'll be stuck forever. Oh wait, is that a new place? No, that's not. Okay, gonna go back. Gonna go up here. No rats, though. Let's go down here. Okay, rats. Okay, good. So we've covered all that. Yes, Goem and Samo. I do know the Griffin and Sabine books. Yeah, they're novels through correspondence with physical postcards to unfold and read. Yes, in fact, Neil Bantock, what was his name? That the author came to my college to give a talk, and I got him to sign my Griffin and Sabine. And I have 3 of the books: Griffin and Sabine, Sabine's Notebook, and the third one. Yes, so I'm very familiar with those. Those are also very awesome. Nick Bantock, thank you, Jim Matt. Yes, Nick Bantock. Oh, good, another room. This is not bad. I was really scared, you guys, when you first told me about this map. And not to say that I'm not going to mess it up. More room. Yes, Nick Bantock, yes. I really do love those books. Yeah, and I do have it signed. But it's not here. It is behind the curtain again. We could do another show and tell at some point. But I even got a bunch of stuff just on this table that I could even show that are fun. But anyway, what is torch? Nice. Ooh, so we're gonna recreate the thing, that whole thing. So yeah, walk to torch, and then I can go look torch. So that's a lot fewer clicks than I was doing before. Pick up torch. It's hauled on place by hard dry mud. Can I whip it? Can I use the whip on the torch? That's not what I carry a whip for. Okay. Can I use the hook? Nope. Oh, I don't have the metal thing anymore. Can I read it Mein Kampf? Nope. Oh, cool. Oh, there's a CD-ROM going on some of the Griffin and Sabine books? I didn't realize that. Okay, I don't think I have anything to get this with. Of course, I clearly need it. Look. Held in peace by hard, dry mud. Well, I guess I have to come back to this or something, because I don't think I have anything for it. Yeah, can you bore the... Yeah, can I read it about how to fly a biplane? Okay. Okay. The mud would be like, I will never need to know that. Okay, so that's a dead end. So I can see that dead end. Okay. I can see there's another room over there. So that's another dead end. Okay. And there's this room. Hopefully this is a room. That's glorious. Look at the... just. How could anyone look at this and think they want a VGA version of this? Look at the lighting on this beautiful skeleton. It's only black, brown, and red. This skeleton. The warmth of the light coming through here. Save. Skeleton chili. Like, he looks like chili to me. So. Oh wow, lots of FMV with Ben Kingsley and everything. Whew, good for Nick Bantock. Holy cow. Play. He looks delicious. He looks nice and warm. Slab. Okay, we got a slab. Got a tunnel. I can only admire this myself. I can't make Indy admire it. Oh, look slab. I don't see anything special about it. I can't get a grip on it. Does the Grail Diary have anything to say? Nope. Use hook. That doesn't seem to work. I see. Aiden Waith asks, how long do you think the artist had to design the colors of these screens? Probably not that long, which makes it even more impressive. This is like, the simplicity of this is so nice too. So maybe they didn't have a lot of time to put a lot of detail, but that's part of the beauty of it. Yeah, we don't even get to look at the skulls. So I guess that they're not that interactable. Can I push this? Can't get a grip. Pull. I can't get a grip. Can I whip this? Whip it? I don't really have much on me that I can do with anything. I don't think. Can I use the hook with the cordon? No. Okay, well, onward. Okay, so. Looks like we're in... What area is this now? Is this the next section? The bottom section of the map? Yes, you need some super glue or something. Oh, this looks like to be another room. Oh, so here is the Venice. Oh. We get to recreate that whole thing. Sewage pipe. Manhole cover. See, this is pretty simple too. Like, there's no dimension to this walkway. But the lighting is really nice. See, this is why I get really bored when games use too much gray. And that's one of the reasons I like EGA is, like, this stuff is not gray. This is blue. Wonderful blue. Okay, so sewage pipe. Save. Sewage pipe. Okay. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay. So let's go here. Ooh. And I just talked about how much I don't care for gray, and like this is mostly gray. Casket. Oh, it's so... I love how they've designed this. It's just out of reach. I love these also. I love how simple these skeletons are here in these like alcoves. That's awesome. Okay, so look. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Rusty lock. I can't reach it. Okay. Look great. I don't see anything special about it. Look. Casket. Can't reach it. Okay. So this is probably a use hook situation. What are you talking about? Oh, come back. Go back. Yes, it's very last half of darkness. Oh, Capitan West, you say your game is black and white, so I'll hate it. I will not. I would love it. I love Return of the Obra Dinn, which is black and white. I love World of Horror, which is black and white. I love black and white games. I designed, I art directed and did pixel art for a Playdate game. That is black and white. Playdate is black and white. No. I would love your game. I would love your game. And it does force you to be creative with tone. I want to make a black and white game. Edenwith actually mentioned Twitter. Maybe I could like redo or demake a Crimson Diamond room just in black and white, and I'm so tempted. EGA Skyrim, why is this not a thing? EGA Skyrim because of the caskets. Oh, Goemon Summon says, it's funny, as much as I love black and white art and cinematography, I find desaturated colors to get pretty old fast. It's like if you're going to use color, color. Yeah, I love black and white as well. I love black and white art so much, but yeah, it's either for me, it's either black and white or like super bright. Use... This sounds like a perfectly reasonable... Can I just open this? Maybe you're starting running... Did I just die? Oh, never mind. That's kind of funny that he did a running start. If I keep doing it, he seems to keep on getting different messages. Will this eventually work? No. Oh, I do have a key, don't I? Gosh. Okay, wait. Use hook with small key. It's a 1-bit variant of a TCD screen or portrait. Oh, Capitan West says, I do it because I have a color disability, so I have a hard time making sure what I see is what others see when I use color. Yeah. Yeah, I totally get it. Also, like, I think color is very subjective, and tone is more important. I love stuff that has kind of strange or or color palettes I wouldn't expect. So as long as the tone is doing the work that it's supposed to be doing, which is like setting, like leading your eye to what's important and what's less important, and giving the the illusion of depth. As long as tone is performing all those actions, the actual color, the hue of it, is not as important. Yes, Indiana Jones famous for using his head. Oh, Jester Jeffrey says Skyrim is going to be ported to all present and future platforms. Yes, all the way back to 386. I'm kind of a little frustrated because nothing I've tried to use on anything ever works so far. But we're not go. Okay, we're not. I'm not going to go out yet. I want to keep going. Let's keep going. Ooh, oh no, oh no! First of all, I love how they did the water. Look at this, yeah, look at the way they did the I love caves. I love EGA caves, too. Yeah, I guess he would, if there was a fist path, this would be, he tried to do a fist. To do a fist. Oh, dull. Okay, Superman, good example. Let him be blue and red. I hate how they desaturate modern movies. So he's like cool gray, dark cool gray, dark warm gray. Yes, I agree. I like the bright. Oh no. Pool of water. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so let's look at this water. Water, I hate. He hates water? Look, plug. It looks like a large wooden plug. You know, come on, go in. Go in. Oh, he's... What are you talking about? You... You won't even try. EJ caves are great, Dave Voice says, because it makes everyone draw like Douglas Herring. I like EGA caves because, yeah, the darkness and the light that they do, the contrast is really nice. But he goes into gasoline. Like, he goes into, in the catacombs, he goes into, like, awful gasoline water, and he's not going to do that here. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did start the game being drenched. So he's still drying out, I guess. Okay, already was. Okay, good. Good. Oh, okay. So, okay, maybe I have been to all the places. It's been about 5 minutes. Time for another book showcase. I could easily. That's great. I like how we can just go back. Just go back. Oh my gosh, look how cute his little hat drifted. And ooh, and look how the lighting changed when we open up the manhole cover. That's also quite nice. Okay. Right. Exactly. A real adventure game will let you tie the hook to the end of the whip and pull the plug. I didn't even try that. Okay, so let's take a do a what is man, woman, man, cat. This is the really cute. She's just a sweet old Italian woman. Just? Why would anyone want a cat when they could have a dog? Give me a break. You get out of here with that attitude. He can't decide between fettuccine and veal. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. The ears on that cat. I love the cat. Hey, that's true. Indy was named after the dog. It's funny how I can't even talk to these people even if I want to. Look, slob. Jeez, that's kind of judgmental. He's very polite, I guess. "1924, a very bad year." Oh, he did say something. Can I take the wine bottle? Because that's the only thing. Mind if I take this? Of course not, it was a dreadful... I like the little, like, talking thing. Open, can I open the wine bottle? It's already open. Use. No. Okay. Can I go in here? Come on, I want to go into a nice bistro. I'm hungry. Yeah! Julia missed snack time tonight. Way to push through, Julia. I know, I'm going to be on for maybe until 11:30, and then I'm going to eat. Yeah. Yes, Snowball Snitch, I like how nobody reacted to you popping out of the sewer and just kept eating. Yes, he's professorial. He doesn't even want to sit. He doesn't want to eat fettuccine and veal. Yes, he's Henry Jones Jr. Exactly. Yes, he is. Yeah, you do recall correctly. Karosselas, named after the dog Indiana. Okay, let's. What is? Oh, we can't yet. El Capitan West, thank you so much for coming. I will check out Jersey Devil. Black and white is amazing. Have a wonderful night. Look, what is? I can't go into gondola. I do love this architecture. I love the scale here. Too. Look at. I can't go to any of these places. I guess he doesn't speak. Well, doesn't he speak Italian? Because I was thinking maybe that's why he's not talking to the other people. Oh, the Leeds Devil. Capitan Jersey Devil. Leeds Devil. Okay, sorry about that. Thank you for the correction. Oh no! Deluxe Tux. Ironic that the big obstacle is a body of water. You think he could ford it? He probably speaks, like, yeah, Italian and Latin, I guess, would be. Look, okay. I love all the sizes of Indiana Jones we get in this. Can I get water? Oh, the bottle is full of water. I did it. Cool. Cool. Must save. Oh yes, not angel tears like that other game. Small key. Inventory. It's a very small key. Whip, manual, old book. I don't know, I'm kind of, It's locked? Jeez. I'm glad you like the save names, Jester Jeffy. Yeah, that's true, Evil Tentacle. Yeah, I should fill... I should fill that lake with a water bottle and come back and just dump it into the fountain. Small key equals space monkey according to the transcription. Uh-oh. Closed for vent. Like, true, that is true, Crosslash. Somebody damaged the marble floor. Okay, so I guess this is my only recourse. Oh, I could travel. Let's see where I'm allowed to go. Did he just jump down? Why didn't he just use the ladder? Okay. Where can we go? To the United States. Oh. Okay, we can go to either Henry's house. Okay. Is everything closed? Nope. Class still in session. Wow, these guys. Sturbold sends pretty extensive sewer system to take you to the U.S. Oh, there's another water fountain. More water. It's already full. I wonder if I could have filled it there. No, yeah, we just we got on a plane and we just flew back, which is kind of nice. I don't know. I think yeah, I might end up looking at a walkthrough. If I'm actually, yeah, I don't know what we're gonna be doing next. Oh, there's a bucket. Yeah, we talked about this bucket. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've adequately explored this game, so I might consult a walkthrough to get past this little bit of stuff. Yeah. That's really pleasing to listen to, is her little typewriter. Man, I've seen better EGA buckets deluxe talks. Is there anything in here that could possibly be the least amount of help? There's just so much stuff in here. Oh, now that I got the water cross, you think I could progress in the catacombs? Alright, that's encouraging. Aliens in disguises. Yeah, okay, we'll give the catacombs another shot. Travel. I like how we can do travel only from certain screens. I'm going to go to Henry's house one more time. Just admiring it. Check the plant. Okay, let's travel. Let's go back to Venice. Back to Venice. Okay. Oop. Come back! Oh, I've clicked the wrong place. Yes, yeah, I don't mind the hints at all. Especially if I've actually said I'm kind of giving up. Yes. Yes, UHS hints I learned about the other time. So that is very handy. I do like the fact that he just jumps down. Okay, so first things first is sewage pipe. This place. So I need to do something to the lock, clearly. I don't think this would work. He can't reach the lock, that's the problem? He can't even reach it. Can I use the whip on the lock? Whip the lock? Nope. The grate is one way. Oh, so maybe are you saying that I've yet to uncover the other way to get there? So that's just a circle. Okay, so this room was the chili skeleton. His progress is in another room. Good to know. Okay, so can I use the whip with this? That would not work anyway, but you know, I would do that in an adventure game. I hate water. Okay. Okay. This is chili skeleton. Okay. The only thing I have in you is the wine bottle with the water, so just use it on everything. No, of course it didn't work. Okay, nope, nothing here. Nothing here. Okay. Clickety clickety click, yes. You can't do it from this side of the room. Plug important. Plug important. Plug important. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So we need to use the wine bottle on this to soften this, the dried mud, to get the torch. Ooh, that loosened the mud. See. Oh. Aww. That's adorable. Oops, the wine bottle broke. Fantastic! I did a thing. I made a thing happen. Can I save it? I can't save it. I can't save it on the screen. Yeah, the hat, and I love the hat animation. I can't save it. Okay, so that's the so that's the bottom triangle. So there's a bottom triangle. I'm having a blast. Now that the Grail Diary works. Okay, so that's the bottom triangle. So there should be another... Okay, I know where this is. Okay. But I don't know how this is going to connect. It doesn't look like it connects in the Grail Diary map. So, okay, hold on. I'm not going to go that way. I wanted to just visit the other way, because I think this other way is a dead end. This is the one of the... Oh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I see. Okay. Look at this. I love this beautiful light cyan animation here. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's save. Yeah, save here. Okay, so I'm taking it this is a dangerous situation. Oh, let's just walk. Oh, so that doesn't do anything. I can just walk. Ooh. These look like inscriptions. Thanks, Indy. Wait a minute. This looks familiar. Yes, describes the Grail. Aha! Maybe the drips are flammable. Interesting. Because we still think it's got something to do with the petroleum. Oh, nothing pertinent right now. I have to admit, I didn't actually read through all that. I got distracted. Okay. It's the correct account of the Grail. Okay. So that's great. Yeah, if this were Space Coast, you would have died 7 times. Petroleum well and retire? That's yes, yeah. It could be. We could sink a. What was this? The quote? Yes, sink a something in this place and retire. I can't remember what the saying is. Wooden plug. It's a wooden plug leaking water. Okay, this is funny. Pull. It's too high. Yeah, sink a petroleum, whatever. Use hook. The animation is so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, verse. This should end eventually, right? Do I have to leave and come back? Oh, was I not supposed to do that? I already looked in that other room. Was I? Did I just completely screw myself over? Is that what the oh mouse miss means? Time pass will make it rain. Okay, what is? This is a great catacombs. I highly... No, all good. Okay. Oh. What? I can't go back that way? Are you kidding me? Alright. Yeah, the water sounds like a table saw. You can't expect me to remember where all that stuff is. Nice. Oh my gosh, they animate him so cute. What is hole? Wow, it looks deep. Walk to dead end. What is it? Oh, dead end, and tunnel? I want to walk the dead end. The color here is also amazing. I'm so happy. Yeah, it's a one-way slab. I'm so happy. This is so pretty. I love this. What is wheel? I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy, you guys. Look at this. What is machine? Yeah, what is machine? This looks like that thing from Mousetrap. Like, exactly. There was an EGA version of the dig? Oh my goodness, did it look good? Okay. Look wheel. I don't see anything special about it. Okay. What is machine? Look at machine. This is great. This is what EGA does for me, you guys. It's just joy. Complete joy. Of course I'm going to turn the wheel. Push it or pull it. Does it make a difference? Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, Jim Matt was just thinking about Mousetrap today. Love that game. Tangible board games, yes. I don't think I ever played a full game of Mousetrap, but I just played with it constantly. Yeah, I must admit, I did get that impression that the EGA version of the dig maybe was just some kind of thing that they didn't really concentrate too much on. What did this do? Can I pull it more? It doesn't look like everything's working on it, does it? Like some of it's turning, but some of it's not turning. Like my mousetrap wheel is not, and I'm a little concerned about that. That looks to be the only thing that I can do, though. What if I push it? Is pushing different from pulling? Does that redo things? Okay, it's going clockwise now. It's going clockwise. I was kind of expecting more animation. Okay, so it always goes clockwise. That's fine. Yeah, the machine does look broken. Only two, like the whole beautiful arrangement isn't working, but there's no other hotspot on the machine except for machine. So, kind of put out by that. But, yeah, I don't use whip on it. I just want to use the whip for everything. No. Yes, exactly. You will tend to go, all this machinery is to turn the cupcake stand in the library cafe. Yeah, it looks like it's missing something, because it's not doing... I want more glorious... Oh no, I just went there. That's me and my sense of direction. You know what? It's like 11:29, so I'm probably gonna... At least I did the thing. This dead ends. Okay, it's not dead end. I'm gonna go back on here, and it's gonna be... Gears. Woo. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be that for the night, I guess, you guys. Thank you for the journey of being with me on this journey, not just for the grail, but the journey of making the bucket be its best bucket. Next week, I won't be streaming. Dan may stream. We'll have to check with what Dan is up to and see. So there may not be a stream next week. I gotta figure that out. But unfortunately, I can't. But maybe. We'll see. We'll see if Dan can do something or other. Thank you so much for being here, as always. Really pleased with the progress. This felt like compared to last week, the progress we made on the bucket, we made a lot of great progress. We made a lot of great progress in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. The catacomb stuff, I am just so happy. The maze was not as evil as it could have been. I say that now, but it seems to be pretty okay. Yes, the bucket is the grail, Stobert Cinch, which I don't know, I'm so sorry about how I pronounced that. Yes, have a great rest of your week. It's always so nice to just hang out with you guys. You're the best. This is like my social outlet for the most part. So thank you. Thank you for being here and making it so nice. We're now going to look for someone to raid. And I'm taking suggestions. Yes, dual names, thank you for coming. It's really good to see you. Congratulations again on your AGS awards. A happy Crimson Tuesday. Thank you again for your help with getting my global script under control with all those nice modules. I feel so much better about it now. And it's way easier to organize stuff. So thank you so much for that help. That I super appreciate that. Sir Biddle, have a great night too. Thanks for being here. We could totally rate a pixel artist. Pixel Jess, let's take a look. Let me open up my Twitch. Yeah, the AGS community, I feel bad because I didn't actually end up going to the AGS awards. I know that it just happened. But the AGS community is fantastic. I feel so lucky that I got to meet a lot of AGS folk at Adventure X. Pixel Jess. Pixel Jess is live. Great. Zanity using a sprite. Let's check out Pixel Jess first. Let's see what Pixel Jess is up to, pixel-wise. I've got an ad, so I can't tell yet. They're 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Yes. What else can I talk about? But yeah, as I said at the top, developer update, Chapter 5 going well. First third of it is programmed and stuff. Now I'm just adding assets for that first section. And yeah, it's going well. Going well. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, look at this setup. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at this, or I don't know if it's a her, look at their, oh my god, so cute. The little doggies walking back and forth. Oh my gosh, okay, totally, okay. Gonna raid Pixel Jess, and the Pixel Jess is using a gorgeous about Pixel. Okay, she, her. Okay, so yes, she is using a gorgeous palette, super warm. Her layout for her stream is super cute. Everything is so harmonious. Okay, we're totally gonna do it. Okay, gonna go to the raid, and it's a sprite. Yeah, it is a sprite. Okay, we're gonna raid Pixel Jess. Raid. Oh, and a raid message will be Crimson Raiders love all pixels. Crimson Raiders love all pixels. Yay! And whatever, whatever thing. Yeah. Crimson Raiders love pixels. Love all pixels, yay, is the raid message. And we're going to raid Pixel Jess. This is the cutest setup, one of the cutest setups I've ever seen. I keep looking at, okay, Pixel Jess. Pixel _ and thank you, Maximus, for the recommendation. You found me some really awesome people. Pixel _ Jess. Super wonderful looking setup here. So we're going to raid that up. Everyone on the Pixel train. Wonderful. Okay, great. Everyone's on the bus. I will see you there for a little bit. I'm going to hang out and see what she's up to. And then I'm going to get something to eat because I'm starving. Okay. See you in a couple weeks. Thank you again. All right. Rating. Let's rate it up.